What's up, everybody? What's up? We're talking about Bel-AIRE tonight. I got a crew in here, and we're going to discuss episodes 4, 5, and 6. So let's get it started. Let me bring my people up. And let's get started. What's up, EJ?
Hey, boo. How you doing?
All right. We got Torian today from Torian Rain Reloaded. Thank you for coming through. I appreciate this.
Glad to be here. How's everybody doing?
All right.
Good.
So what are your I know they're dropping these episodes 3 at a time, and I know that I didn't think we were going to be reviewing it like this, where we had to with it cramming everything in. But how many episodes do they actually have? Because I didn't even look at all of that, y'all. 10. So 3, 6, 9.
They're gonna drop 2 and 2 supposedly for the next few. So 3, 6, 2, 2.
Look. What's up? So what was y'all take on these 3 episodes? Had you wanting to see what go on next, though? Like when you sat there and binged all 3 of them.
Yeah. Well, first off, I had to break down and actually get the Peacock app because I let's just say I have another method allegedly of watching it, but they only dropped episode 4, and then I saw they had 5 and 6. I said I can't wait for them to drop 5 and 6. I said they probably dropped it by now, so I just had to break down and get the app, and I said I'll
You're
get
not
rid
the
of it
only
after
one.
Fight Night. When Fight Night is done, I'll get rid of it. But when I was watching it, I said these are really good. It was definitely some WTF moments in there. The ending of episode 6 was very good. I like how they did it. That was like a full circle moment from the therapy session that they had with each other to the ending with Will and his dad Lou. I thought that was nice because we saw how Lou was in the original series. We didn't like Lou at all. We didn't even like him when he first popped up in this one. But this one, it was a redemption arc for him for sure.
Definitely, it was. You said what I wanted to say, because it's like, I probably wouldn't have said it as eloquent as you, but but I understand exactly what you mean, because that's how I felt about a lot of stuff, because we did not like Lou in the Bel-AIRE series, in the Fresh Prince series. This one, we definitely didn't like him the first time, our first meeting with him. But he's here longer, and we're seeing him redeem himself, and now we're getting a backstory, which I appreciated that on that part. Now, what y'all think about
Tamika said she's in the back.
Oh, I don't see her. Oh, there she go. Hey, Tamika.
What's going on, Tamika?
Hey, y'all. Yeah, I was in back there. How y'all doing?
I'm sorry, I did not know you was back there. I was looking too. You must have came back there when I was doing the screens and stuff.
It's okay.
So what was your overall thoughts on these 3 episodes, how they dropping them? What's your overall thought? Did it make you binge when you wanted to watch all 3 of them and all of that?
Well, I couldn't watch all 3 because I can't afford Peacock, y'all. I'm on a budget, okay? So I had to wait till the next day for the next 2. But
so you have a method too.
But I enjoy this. Listen, I think Bel-AIRE is one of the best shows on TV. I enjoy it. I'm not that pleased that they did the 3-3. I assume they have their reasons. I feel like it's a lot in terms of us trying to cover it. Now, if I'm just watching it, I definitely don't mind because I'm a binger. But I think it's great storytelling. I enjoy it. It's funny because I see some people on some of the groups that they got going on. That's like, I'm disappointed in this season. I'm not feeling it. I know we all, got different perception when it comes to art, but I'm fine with it. I'm loving it. I'm here for all of the mess.
I'm not disappointed in it.
I'm not.
I'm enjoying it.
I'm enjoying it. I'm not disappointed. I like the suspense that it did with certain parts, and I'm gonna try not to put on my track shoes and go ahead, but as an overall thing, I'm liking what they're doing this season.
Yes, me too.
Only it might be one or two things, but I dig it. I understand, and that's the whole thing with Ashley. But that's another. That might just be me because of the age that I am. I'll say it just like that.
Yeah. I like it though. I mean, me personally, I like it. I think that they're doing a pretty good job. I feel like it's like that feel good TV with a little bit like a feel good type of feel, like not too out there, but just enough drama. But it's supposed to like bring it all back together. Like we supposed to have that good ending. I don't know. It just like I'm just glad to have, because we got all the other stuff. We got all the other stuff with all that type of stuff. And this is just, to me, is wholesome, but with a little edge, but not, you know what I mean. So that's what I like about it. And honestly, if I wasn't a content creator, I would love the 3-3 drop, but I am, and they're doing a lot.
Yeah, I agree.
I agree with that. If I wasn't a content creator, I'd be all right with sitting there watching all three of them. And I did binge them anyway, but it's like I'll be watching stuff over and over again. So I just want everybody to scroll up. I'm gonna put a poll in the chat, but I'm gonna show y'all first before I get started. This is tonight's poll question. I didn't put the question in yet, but I'm letting y'all know what y'all gotta do. Y'all vote on, and it's actually on the Black Access shirts. I want to know, and I couldn't get the other ones because I don't know.
It's all good. We're gonna talk about it. Go ahead.
Yeah. So, which one of the shirts did y'all like better? Is it that actual? I'm talking about the logo. Which logo do y'all like better? The one that Will and Carlton designed, or the one that Jazz Friend made up? I'm gonna put a poll up, and then I want y'all to cast y'all vote with that, because I think myself personally, I think the Jazz Friend did a better job.
I like that one more too.
Yeah,
and that one is embroidered, so it's supposed to look better. Just a FYI from another standpoint. Y'all know your girl.
Okay, look, I always pick the more expensive one. So yeah, that's tonight's poll question. And Dad, I don't know what's going on with my mouse. It's taking its time to move across my screen. It's on some nonsense. Probably because I was using it all doggone day. This joker probably tired.
Groceries, dining, customize your cashback rewards with the TV.
I can't even move fast enough to get to slow stuff down on here. My bad.
You all good.
Well, who's in the chat? Let me know who's in the chat while I put this poll up.
Let's see. We got Matthew Wilson. What's up, Matthew? Candy Love is in the building, of course. Our girl Tina is in the building. DeMarcus Vaughn. And don't you come in here starting no mess, DeMarcus, tonight. This is a wholesome show. Shamia is in the building. My girl Latoya, what's up, sis? Queen is in the building. Young Champ, RC, Lemon Kush Pepper. Vonnie Love is in the building. We got, who else in the building, y'all? Let me see, because y'all been talking. Looks like that's all that's talking right now, but I know there's more people out there. So what's up to everybody who out there? We know y'all out there watching. We appreciate y'all. What did y'all think about the episode? What's the vibe check? Go ahead and drop it in the chat.
Yeah,
what's
please.
The vibe check? Give us a vibe check. What's y'all vibe checks, Torian? What was your thoughts about episodes 1, 2, and 3? What you giving it? 8, 9, 7, 6?
Right now, this show is sitting at an 8.5.
Okay.
It's literally sitting at an 8.5. I don't think it can get less than that. Like, this is a show that's like, it's continuing to go up and up. And I actually posted something in Modot's chat last season on the season finale, and he pulled the screenshot up, and I forgot that he even wrote it. That I said next season for Bel-AIRE, they need to be in the summertime. And what happened? I said that last year, and what happened? Now they had a summer season, so it's like I kind of spoke it into existence. I think it's time to
That's
get
what's
the first
up.
season. The first 2 seasons, they're in school. I said they need a vacation, and now they're doing summer. And the thing is, I didn't even realize I said that until he pulled up the screenshot of the finale stream he did of last season, and I did say that. So here we are. But right now, I'm enjoying the season so far. I'm locked in. I can't wait to see what they're going to do with the next 2 episodes that they drop on Thursday, especially with what happened in these 3 episodes right here. Especially, listen, I can't wait till we get to episode 5. It was some stuff in there. When I was looking at it, I said, I'm pissed off at it. And I know everybody who reviews this show is pissed off at it too.
Yup. That's why I said there's some things I am pissed off about in this. But overall, I enjoyed all 3 episodes.
Yeah.
So what was y'all take with this whole thing with Hillary and her whole family? Well, her mother and father coming to the hospital too, and this whole thing with LaMarcus.
Good family support. You know, they're gonna definitely come and sing because you know they're gonna have nothing but love for their daughter, of course, and they like LaMarcus, so they're definitely gonna be there, you know, in a time of need, especially since at this point we don't know that he has the condition that he has. All we know is that he collapsed on the field. Like I'm going into it, I'm thinking maybe he had a concussion of some sort. He most likely did, but we didn't know to what extent at this point yet. But I would like to say, since their picture is up there, that bottom right corner, that scene right there pissed me off.
That's why I put them there first, because the father.
Yeah.
Because I said, and I said that's so realistic because we see so many people who try to either live vicariously through their kids because they didn't get the opportunity to do it, or in his case, he did, but he didn't get as far as his son did. So now he's trying to not only live vicariously through his son, but he's trying to relive the glory days that he once had, but didn't get as far as his son did. I'm like, your son literally just found out that he has a heart condition and he's going to have to get open heart surgery, and this is probably going to derail his career. And it's like the first thing he does is get on the phone and start calling the agent and the manager. And I'm like, your son practically did die on the field.
She said that, Hillary.
Yeah.
You know,
oh, sorry.
Go ahead, Tamika.
No, I was agreeing with you. That scene pissed me off, but it was realistic. It definitely is people that are that way. And even like on a personal note, my dad was pushing my younger brother to play football. He was in papers and, you know, getting interviewed, and they were saying how big he was going to get. And it wasn't really something that my brother had a passion for. It was more so my father's dream. So it definitely was reminding me of that. And it's like, how the heck do you hear something like that and then be like, oh, no, don't worry about it. He's going to be right back out on the field. Like, I get trying to think positive and, you know, keep positive energy going. I'm all for that. But we also got to be realistic and, you know, act accordingly to what the situation is. And side note, I love that beginning scene, how they had them going back and forth, moving through. The effects on that was
I like how they did that because
I like that too.
Because what they did was that they had everybody else in the background moving very fast, but they had Hillary moving at a pace where it's like you could connect with her, like she's in a state of worry and panic where I can't move as fast as these other people. I'm moving in a slow pace because I'm in panic mode right now. She's worried about her fiance, so everything is just going by her so fast that she doesn't even see it. So I like how they did that. That's one of the things that I like when it comes to editing, is when you can do little things like that doesn't have anything or require words. Even the song selection that they used for that scene was very good. This whole scene, how they set that up was very, very good. And I like how everything was going fast, but then everything slowed back down when Viv came up and called her name and just stopped. And everything went back, and then everything just went back to normal. So I like how they did that. And also, I think if y'all remember DeMar Hamlin, the football player for the Buffalo Bills, who collapsed on the field last year and died. I think that's where they got this from.
I'll piggyback off of you off of that, Tori. I think they got it from LeBron James' son. Because remember what happened to him.
Yeah. And I realized too that their color scheme for their uniforms is almost like the Buffalo Bills. It might be one color that's not there, but then when I saw that, I was like, that kind of reminds me of DeMar Hamlin because he practically died on the football field. And
his heart did stop,
his
just
heart
like
did
that
stop,
kid.
just like LaMarcus. So yeah, that's why. Only thing is, DeMar Hamlin. This was during a game. This what's going on with him. That was during practice.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so Lamar Alton played NFL football.
I'm guessing that's the dad. See,
Okay,
this is how
the dad, yeah. So he was an NFL player, but he still didn't. I think they was talking like his father is like a real superstar. That's why I got the whole thing with LeBron and you know LeBron Jr.
And shout out to DeMarcus because I didn't know his dad's name first or last.
Neither did I. Thank you.
You know DeMarcus gonna know everybody's name.
DeMarcus know everybody's name.
Yeah.
That he's essential to all the YouTubers.
Whenever you need to know a name,
I'll just
call
put
on
it,
DeMarcus because
put
all
it in
the
the chat,
stuff,
DeMarcus.
and when you need to go against somebody, when you need an op, call on DeMarcus.
So let me
Absolutely.
let me ask y'all this question. Do y'all think that this was a foreshadowing moment with that bottle and Carlton?
I didn't even pay attention to it.
It could. I mean, it could be. I was a little worried. I thought when his dad walked out, he was about to go over there and pick that damn cup up because I mean, he just left it there. I definitely felt like he hurried up and put it down once he walked in. But you know, I'm rooting for Carlton. I am, even though I know he probably gonna have a slip up more than likely. But I'm liking where he going so far. He trying his best.
He is redeeming himself. And he still have his moments where he a butthead, but he's all right now. He's all right. He seems like he's trying to redeem himself. What are your thoughts about it, EJ? And you go right after her, Torian.
Okay.
Listen, you know I'm always gonna keep it real with you. I didn't even pay attention to the bottle. Wasn't paying attention. I was like, you know, Carlton's choice is the cocoa or whatever it was. You know, the white stuff, whatever that Adderall. I think he was sniffing Adderall, if I'm not mistaken. But I can't remember what he was sniffing. But he liked the other stuff, so I didn't even think about that drink. But you know, but I understand. But I didn't pay attention to it, so I'm sorry.
I think it's also a little test there too. They probably like doing a little test with him to see how he's going to react to it and whatnot. And he didn't seem too fazed by it, but something happened later on, and we know what that was. But like Moochie says, I'm not gonna. Like Moochie says, I ain't gonna put on my track shoes yet.
So what would I? You know what? He is redeeming himself. I didn't know that they was making him go in a cup too to test him. So they really
they was testing him the last time waiting outside that door. They ain't playing no games.
And took the doors off his bedroom. I know somebody. One of my homegirls did that to her son.
Yeah, one of my college professors told me that they did that to their oldest son at the time. That they took the hinges off the door. He says there will be no closed doors in this house.
I think my friend's son slammed the door real hard, and she said, "Oh, we won't have that problem anymore." I know that's right. My short ass would have got up there and took the hinges off too, and made him give me the doggone step ladder too. Anyway.
Goon free.
I was surprised that Will lied to him.
But you know, the thing is, it's hard to lie to Jeffrey. He peeping game like immediately because he can read body language. Before you say anything, he already knows. I said, I don't know why Will try, and you could tell Will was trying, but he couldn't. Will could lie to a lot of people, but he can't lie to him.
Yeah,
nobody can. No one.
He wanted to tell him the truth, but he kind of in a pickle. But Jeffrey already figured it out. He's 2 steps ahead of him.
Yeah. Don't lie to Jeffrey. That's what we learned.
And that's what, see, that boy don't even know. And even Will tried to warn him, look, I wouldn't do that with G if I was you. What did y'all think of, let me go to my notes. My bad, y'all. Well, I like that she told her homegirl what was going on.
Now this is Joan, right?
Yeah, Joan. Yeah,
Okay,
that's why I was looking up her name. That's
okay. I
that's
just
how I
I
went to
had to
my
make
notes.
sure.
So yeah. What did y'all think of her? I think look, I would have been the friend that handed her the pen. You know what pen that was, right?
Yeah, I saw what pen it was.
She said,
I
"Not
was
in the
like, look, you want to
office."
hit some of this? You ain't got to drive enough, and you inside.
You the boss right now.
Yeah, you the boss.
She said you going through some stuff.
She was. She was, and I'm liking the fact that they handle their stuff like very mature with even their arguments. I'm sorry, with closing the door, nobody's the only reason why they hearing what's going on because they being nosy.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm liking the way Phil and Viv is handling this. Did I put my track shoes on? Nah,
It's okay,
not yet.
girl.
Okay.
Not
It's 3
yet.
episodes, so you know.
So is she
Aw.
back? Oh, hey, somebody just text me. Oh, my bad. So let's talk about this.
Yeah, this is the scene right here. This
Ugh.
is it right here.
Lead us off.
Minus the first 3 pictures, but the 4th one. So I mean, so in this scene right here, this is you have Hillary's in the room with LaMarcus, and that's her talking to LaMarcus's mother. So this is our first time seeing his family because we didn't see them at all, like no mention of them at all when he first popped up in season 2 up until this point. Now the mother is more rational, she's more warm, more open, more nurturing, very motherly towards Hillary and all of that. And Hillary, you can tell, genuinely is concerned. Now my thing is this: we know that Hillary still has feelings for Jazz. But I truly believe that the reason why she's sticking around with LaMarcus is because of this situation, that this emergency that he's doing right now. So I don't know if she's all the way committed because of how she feels for him or because of the situation he's in right now. I know y'all seen that movie Diary of a Mad Black Woman. Y'all remember how she was all in love with the new guy, but then when she saw her ex-husband who treated her like crap got shot, she ran right back to him not because she wanted to be with him, but she was still a wholesome woman at the end of the day, and technically on paper she was still married to him. But she also had to get out that anger out of her because he was still treating her like crap. Not saying that's what's going to happen here, but I think she's really only here because she feels that as his fiance, she has to be there. And then it wouldn't be a good look if she just left. Because remember, she's an influencer. She has a following. He's a football player. He has a following. So it wouldn't look good if she just up and left him by his side while he's going through this right now. So she's latched. As long as he's in this condition, it's like she's latched onto him, even if it's under just circumstance. Now, as far as that 4th one, that right there with LaMarcus's dad, again, like we were saying earlier, he pissed me off because your son practically died right there on the field. He has a heart condition. This is also the moment when we find out that LaMarcus has a heart condition. He's going to have heart surgery. This is probably the end of his NFL career. And the first thing he does is just say, "Oh, you're going to get better." And, I'm getting on the phone, calling the agent and talking about endorsements and all. I'm like, your son almost died. Don't try to sell this man a pipe dream. And basically, the dad's in denial. The dad is in denial. He's in denial. And the thing is, didn't LaMarcus say for years that he's had a heart problem? Like he had a heart problem for years.
It seemed like they knew about it and they probably was letting it fly under the radar.
Yeah, it's like it's not like it was something that just popped up when he passed out. He's had this problem for years, but that hit is what really triggered it. And it hit a point where when you have to get open heart surgery like that, you 9 times out of 10 are not going to be able to do a physical activity like that again, because you take another hit like that again, even with open heart surgery, he probably won't be able to bring you back. So that's that part right there with his dad pissing me off, and that's why I say it's so realistic, because we have a lot of people who have parents who try to live through their kids, or they're trying to relive their glory days, even though their day has long since passed. And it's like, your son, he's through. He's pretty much done.
She said, "Fine ass trash though."
Oh my god.
Shout out to Shamia. Okay.
Okay. So with this whole thing with him bringing his son back, I mean with him not acting like this is not a problem. I'm wanting to know if he actually knows he has that medical condition, or is it just the mother?
Oh, he got to know.
He has to know. He's got to know.
He just don't care. He wants his son to live this he wants him to be something that apparently he has the potential to be, but that he physically can't be. And he don't want to let it go. You know, he's that person that's living vicariously through their son. Maybe something similar happened to him, like in a sense, like his career might have got cut short, and now he wants to see his son go all the way. You know, who knows exactly what it is, but yeah, dad was definitely trash. Was doing way too much, and I love the way Hillary is trying to be respectful, and she's trying not to overstep, but at the same time, she's trying to be like, no. And I like how she talks to LaMarcus later. And I personally, Torian, I think that Hillary's torn. I think that she really, really cares about LaMarcus as well, but that she still loves Jazz too. So I think she's in that stage where she doesn't really know what she wants, but she knows that her heart isn't fully with LaMarcus, but it's not like she don't love him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand that. And I think that's a better way of putting it. She's definitely torn between both guys, because like you said, we've seen the connection, the chemistry that her and Jazz have had over the first 2 seasons, and then it's like LaMarcus pops up and it's like, oh, this is a old flame that came back in, and it's like, oh, okay. And the thing is, we know that LaMarcus can provide the lifestyle, even though Hillary already has it. But for her, Jazz is something deeper than that, which is why she got with him, because she knows Jazz cannot provide her that lifestyle, but she still went with him despite the odds. I mean, it's the same woman who, when it came to her meeting Jazz's parents in the last season, she went out of her way to learn their customs, even down to the appearance, because he was worried that his parents were going to approve, and then she walked in there with the hijab on. That shocked me. That shows she made an effort. So I had to click in my mind. I said, this is definitely not the OG Hillary, because the OG Hillary would have her educated so would have did something completely different.
Ain't no way.
Yeah. But yeah, so I can see that she likes both of them for different reasons, but I really think she really does love Jazz though.
Yeah, we were saying the same thing when we was on the last live, and I was saying if it's something where he ends up in the hospital and he's sick and he need help, I feel like she was gonna stick by him and she ain't gonna want to tell him the truth. She gonna want to be there for him. Whereas if she would have got the chance to tell him and this sickness wasn't an issue, then things may have played out differently. But now we ain't gonna know because it's going this way.
So let me ask y'all this question. Do you think she's staying with him because of the comment that Jazz made about her being a runner when things get rough? Do you think that she feels like she's obligated to stay there?
Like to prove a point.
Yeah.
I mean, think about this for a second. Remember in the first episode when they had the Juneteenth party at the house, and you had LaMarcus and Hillary were there, and then all of a sudden Jazz walked in with that other woman. That definitely made Hillary feel some type of way. You could read it all over her face. And then he had made that comment to her, which you just said about her being a coward and she's always running. And then she left out and then pulled LaMarcus to the side and said, I think it's time now to announce it about them being engaged. She didn't want to do that. She was only doing that to be spiteful, to get back at Jazz and try and hurt his feelings. She didn't even want to do that. I mean, they already knew they were engaged, but it wasn't going to be announced like that.
It was going to be some type of formal thing, because he was already working up to talk to the father when she pulled his hand and said, let's do it right here, right now. Yeah, so yeah, I agree with you on that. So what was y'all take about this? Oh, wait. Okay. the whole meeting that they had with well, no, I'm going ahead. My bad. He the shirts with them with him relying on the shirts, and then they did. Okay, this is after the meeting, or is it before the meeting? Yeah, it's before the meeting. So they waiting for those shirts to come back, and they already talking about how this guy is not reliable, but he is reliable. I know it was a kind of iffy thing, but I do understand where this was going with it. As far as that and the whole scene, I'm gonna just put that all together. The scene also with the whole meeting with Young Gifted and Black too. Do you think Will was doing too much at that meeting, where he should have just let Carlton do most of the talking because he doesn't know like the business terms?
I think they're a group, like they're a team rather, and they should tag team it, and they should have went into this knowing whose strengths were what, and that's how they should have presented it. You give your strengths when it's for your part, and then I do my strengths for my part, and it would have looked like they were together in one cohesive unit versus them being all over the place and look like they competing. And I'm like, well, y'all competing, y'all in the same business.
Exactly.
Yeah, they was clashing heads.
Mm-hmm.
You got to think that Carlton would know the business side because look at who his dad is, so he would know how to do it. So let Carlton do the business portion of it, and then have Will just kind of be the face of the brand. Just like let it be that.
Yeah, because he's the more people person. But it feels like to me, y'all, like seriously, this would be irking my nerves about Will. Because Will do get on my doggone nerves. I will say that.
Mm-hmm.
One thing, he always want to go and cry. But he always wanted to, for some reason, it's like he's always trying to prove something, and he can't ever just let it be what it is. Like it's always, I gotta prove this. You get mad at your father because he said that about the basketball thing, so you quit basketball, and then you see that Carlton's good with the business knowledge, so all of a sudden you're upset about that. Now I gotta do this. It's like it's just always, I don't know why Will just be extreme to me. This Will.
Yeah, but I think he was just making a big deal about taking a leg up with if they went to the Uncle Phil for the business. He was like, no, I'm not taking no handouts.
But that's
where the tug of war began. I didn't think to me that's the last person you should be listening to as far as his dad with that.
Yeah, after his dad said that, that's when he went all there. Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm using all my resources. If I got an Uncle Phil, I'll be darned if I don't use Uncle Phil. Dang it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm using all my resources. That's what good business people do. You use your resources.
Exactly. That's why I didn't understand why he was making such a big deal out of not taking the leg up. But I like the way he did the other hustle with the hookup with that, because it seemed like it worked out.
Mm-hmm.
Tamika, you got anything you want to add about this, or are you good?
I think she might have stepped away.
No, I'm good. Basically, I just feel like they both have to use their strength. They gotta both bring what they're good at to the table, basically. And we a team. You know the business. You break down the business. I'm gonna be over here making sure the shirts is good, and we just gonna flow like that.
Look, he said, "Don't tell me I told you." Talk about it. Who wanna go first with this? He should have left this broad alone, yo.
Oh, you talking about Erica?
Yeah,
with a K, Tori.
Erica with a K. Yeah, we got to make sure we say Erica
clear.
with a K.
Crazy.
Erica with a K.
Well, he said he should have never intertwined his business with hers.
I don't even know how in the world they even or not how, but why that even happened, because it seemed to me he could have did this on his own.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, why would you intertwine your business with someone you used to have a relationship with that your wife doesn't care about?
Hold on, Tina. Get that correct, okay? That you take that C out of there. It's Erica with a K.
Erica came to him. Did she come to him or did he come to her?
I don't
'Cause
know.
I can't
don't know.
remember from. I
can't
thought
remember.
last season she came to him. I think she just used this as an end to try to mess around with their relationship. She's trash.
You could tell because you could tell she came there with motive. Like
She came
right,
there with a
because
motive.
because remember she was the one that kissed him.
Exactly.
She was all up in his grill, like literally. That woman was all up in his brain. She could have read his thoughts.
Exactly. And he didn't kiss her back, Torian. I'm gonna
Yeah,
keep saying that till
I agree with you.
Will falls out.
I agree with you. He did not kiss her back. The mistake he did make though was him not telling Viv.
Exactly.
And having Erica tell her that's where he messed up.
Exactly.
Yeah, she came to him and he was trying to rebuild his firm. They were actually having problems. And the business position and the numbers that she was talking was sounding good. And he made it clear from then that this is going to be a business thing. Like it's nothing happening between me and you. And then her and Viv had the conversation as well. But then you still turn around and kiss him and want to talk about you guilty about it and run all around the room. Like, girl, what?
And playing victim, drinking that
juice.
Yeah,
that didn't make sense.
Yeah, you're right, Tamika. That's exactly what happened when old boy was about to try to sell the firm or something to them, and then they came up with this whole plan. And, and she wanted him to come work for her. It's all coming back to me now.
Yeah, but you got to think about it like this too. The whole the whole thing with the politics thing messed up his firm kind of too. Mm-hmm. That whole debacle with that, where they was going to try to expose him.
Yeah.
So what y'all thought was with him coming up here with this stuff, y'all?
This was cute, but it made me laugh when it was like, she waiting on you. I'm like, Jazz, really?
He said, how do we even get up here?
Yeah, he came up there and gave
You're supposed to wait in the car.
That's what I was trying to figure out. And when it panned over, I was like, uh-oh. That was funny. He said, how'd you even get up here?
Like, you're supposed to wait in the car. Look at her. She like, what? You came up here to bring food for some girl?
Right.
Jazz was tripping. Should have left the side piece at home. What's up, Matthew?
He didn't expect her to come up, though.
Yeah, he wasn't even she was gonna wait in the car.
He wasn't even up there that long. He just got
he just got up there.
The elevator door just closed and he just got off of it. And the next elevator that came up from the one he just got off was and she walks.
Listen, she know what's up. If that's the same chick from the party, I don't know if it is because
I don't think.
Nah, that looked like a different girl.
Listen, well then I don't know why she was had some red flags.
Like someone said, Jazz got a different girl in every scene. If there's a girl that he's with, there's a different one in every scene.
Yeah, I think that was one of their problems, though. So what y'all think about this whole
part
thing at
right
the beach, yo?
This part right here was so petty. When I watched this episode, I said Will and Carlton are being so petty at the beach. I said, you got Lisa coming over with Amira and they're surprising you to have a double date at the beach. Y'all know just to get y'all minds off of things because they know how busy y'all are. And they said, let's just go on a double date. Nothing wrong with that. And then, they're seemingly having a good time. Amira's with Carlton. They're having fun. Will is with Lisa. They're having fun. Then they play volleyball and that's when all hell breaks loose.
Anybody else call it volleyball?
Volleyball?
Go ahead.
What was your take on it, Tamika? I thought this was so like. I thought
they both was acting like
idiots.
They was both being they was being like they was little kids. They was being idiots. They just, y'all didn't need to be on the beach. Y'all needed I don't know. They needed a therapy session. They was both bugging the hell out.
They really was.
This was like a season 1 Carlton. This whole thing.
That was extra. I would have left them there if I was.
I would have too, girl. I'd have been right out of there.
all mixed up. Oh no.
I was about to say because there's definitely something that happened after
Yeah,
that
there you go.
that we need. That okay.
No, they was mixed up because I had
Okay.
what I thought this was funny. When
And
they
then-
looked at that
Yeah.
guy's picture and she was like, "You won't be walking right for a week."
When she started
Yeah.
liking all them pictures, I said,
Yeah,
Oh,
she was doing too much.
Yeah, when she liked the pictures, I immediately knew. I said he's going to look at that and take that the wrong way and say, "Oh, she was the one that liked all the pictures.
Right.
So now she's likes me and all types of stuff like that." And
Uh-huh.
I said that's immediately what I thought or came to my mind when that happened.
Yeah.
Mhm.
She gave him an in.
Yeah,
Well, her homegirl did, I'll say.
yeah.
Like in all them.
Shout out to Melissa D'Souza.
I like her in this. She seemed like the same person from Best Man's Wedding.
Man.
Mhm, the exact same person.
Everybody
Yep.
Shelby from
Yep.
And that's what I liked about it because it was even though it wasn't Shelby, it was. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Yeah. When I saw her come up, like when she was like, "Hey," and then I was like, "Oh God, they got Shelby up in here." And I said, she ain't playing Shelby, but she's still doing Shelby shit.
Yup, exactly.
Exactly.
But this was I love this scene because when she was getting ready to go out, even though they not talking, Phil was trying to be understanding and give her space, and I thought they were very mature about even though they feuding, everybody don't know they feuding, but they kind of know.
Yeah, and I thought it was interesting too. Like this was the Aunt Viv I think that she's been trying to get back to.
Yes,
it's like if you notice how she was being very, I guess you can say, careful with how she was preparing herself to leave out from her makeup to her hair, even down to her dress and everything. I said she rarely dresses like that for Uncle Phil. She going out dressed like she's not even a married woman. And the crazy part about it is all the women that are her friends are all single. She's the only married woman out there.
But nobody told her to leave her man, though.
Right.
That's what I liked about that. You didn't hear nobody saying, "If I was you, I was glad that they would, they did talk about going to kick the girls behind, but everybody does that when you finding out about something.
Yeah, and they realized that was a pipe dream because they had one too many drinks. It was no designated driver, so that wasn't going to happen.
It wasn't even that. They was too tired to go anywhere.
Their feet hurt. They couldn't even get off the couch
to
go into the car to go and do anything about it. Yeah.
Okay, I'm Viv out here twerking.
So look, with him getting up trying to walk around,
that's the part right there.
Talk about it. Go ahead. I didn't understand
when he tried to. I said when the scene came up and he was trying to walk out there. I'm like, you got like a tube here and a tube there. How far did you really think he was going to go with all those tubes coming at you and you hooked up to that machine? You gonna risk ripping one of them important tubes out of your skin and you might bleed to death. I said, you better get your ass back in that bed. But I know why he's doing it, because he doesn't want to be confined to the bed. And it could be a muscle thing. He just feels like he has to get up and move. But the way he was moving, he was trying to make an escape. And so, Hillary had to come in there and put him back on the bed. And I think this is the part where he came to where reality hit him that my football career might be over. Because I think this was
he said he don't even know what to do.
Yeah, because that's all he knows. He doesn't know anything else. And this is why if you are a football player, basketball player, anywhere like in the pros, you have to have some kind of businesses set aside. That way, when you retire, because the shelf life of an athlete is very short.
Yeah.
You're talking about like if you get in, like say you get in when you're like 22, your retirement is going to be like maybe mid-30s. And the thing is, that's if you don't get no injuries, career-ending injury before then. So you also got to really take all of that into consideration, because some people's careers might, like you said, an injury could wreck that. But I think this was when the reality moment kicked in for him. Like, okay, my career is most likely done. And this is Hillary trying to help him try to figure out, because with her being an influencer, she definitely can help with that.
Yeah, I agree. And I wanted to ask y'all this question. Do you think he was letting everything from social media take a toll on him? Tamika, I'll lead off with you. Do you think he was letting everything with social media? Because social media takes a toll on you, because people was writing horrible things like his career is over and who's the next next person to be like him. So what's your take on it, Tamika?
Yeah, I'm sure social media had an impact. Social media can be very depressing. Sometimes you gotta stay up over there, especially and you in a public situation like him, and you in the trying to be, in the hospital healing. That's the last thing you need to be looking at. And I'm sure it's between that, what his dad is saying, and just him feeling, like he want to get up and he want to get back to himself. I can definitely, I don't have the same situation as him, but just somebody that's dealt with injuries and illness in general. You don't want to be laying there if you're a person that's accustomed to being up on the go and, doing your thing. It's like, nah, I can't just be here connected to these damn tubes. That ain't going to work for me. So I definitely got it, but it was like, yeah, nah, slow your roll.
That part.
Anybody? So do you? What did y'all think about how Lisa also helped Will learn the business aspect that he has to remember, so he knows the kind of like the business side and the business terms of thing. How
That
she
was a-
was. I thought it was cool. What did
that
y'all
was very
think about
that
it?
was very smart, because she knew that it was something that he would want from her, but it's also something she wanted him to know. So it's like, look, you can have this great business, but if you don't know how business works, your business is going to fail. So I'm going to quiz you, and every time you get something right, I'm going to take something off. I don't know if y'all ever saw the movie Billy Madison.
Yeah, I saw it.
Okay, do y'all remember the part where she was helping Billy try to pass this
I think it was the fifth grade or something like that.
I don't know what it was, but every time he got a question right, she took something off.
Yeah.
And so when I thought about that scene, I thought about that movie. I said, I wonder if that's where they got it from.
I wouldn't be surprised.
So I'm glad that actually helped. But of course, their quiz was very short lived, because
it was short. She only got to ask him like 2 questions. I'm like, okay, well,
the hormones was raging, and then they ended up in that tent. Hey, listen, that tent was bigger than the one that Allison was in.
I know, in House of Dragon, right? Shoot, her feet was hanging out of that tent. What up, Brillo?
What up, though, Brillo?
What's up, Brillo?
So, let me go to the next. What did y'all think of him being truthful to Jeffrey, y'all?
Hold up, how are we gonna bypass that and skip the first part?
Oh yeah, wait, with her?
No, go back.
Wait, no, wait, I'm mixed up. Hold on.
With Carlton, the mirror in the car.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Listen. I said Lisa gave Will some inspiration, and Amira had to, find a way to bring new life, so to speak, back into Carlton. And that's exactly what she
did. I not tell y'all that this girl was here for the rush of it all? That's her how.
Mm-hmm.
She traded in the drugs for this, and she gonna have Carlton and some nuts, honey. But he was loving where it was going. But
what, the speeding, the driving fast?
Yeah,
I still say it's trauma bonding.
Yeah,
I think
it definitely
this is not. Maybe I don't know. This is trauma bonding. I don't see this ending well with these two. And the further we go, the more stuff we finding out about this child. I don't see. I see Carlton ending up worse than what he was.
Yeah, this is what gives her highs.
Well, in this moment, Carlton was on a different type of high.
Oh yeah, he definitely was.
Listen, she sent him to the Mile High Club for real.
Okay.
Look, I try not to pay attention to stuff like that because this is kids to me. Feel like I'm watching other stuff, but I feel like I'm being intrusive sometimes. But I like the fact that he did was honest with Jeffrey because he felt like he would have been spiraling out of control. And he's noticing his triggers. So I'm glad that he told the truth. He didn't want to sink back into his old ways. He was feeling guilty about this. He's been making curfew. He's been doing everything right now. Only thing that I kind of think is wrong is him being with this girl. And he don't understand.
Yeah, I love this about this show, period, to me, because we can, like, well, I know I can. I think a lot of people can. All of these characters at different points do something that irritates the hell out of me. They make crazy decisions and do dumb things and say dumb things and all of that. But the positive is just like what you were saying about Viv and Uncle Phil and them being able to communicate and conversate. I like the conversation with, Carlton, even when he had it with Ashley, and even though him and Will go back and forth, they'll have their sit down. Jeffrey and him, he being open and honest when it came to this situation. Like, I gotta tell you, and of course Jeffrey was already up on the game as far as his son goes, and then later, of course, Will and his parents, and that's a whole nother thing we got to get into. But I love that we are actually having conversations. It's not just, oh, we gonna pretend that these things is not happening and we gonna move it right along. We have a tendency to do that. I like that they like, nah, we not moving until this gets settled, and we have these talks that need to be things that need to be said. Yeah, I appreciate that.
Is it me, or did Phil look like the father waiting for the daughter to come home when he was waiting?
Baby, he was waiting. He was not going to sleep till she was in that house.
Okay.
and I said Viv didn't walk up them stairs. She glided up them stairs. You know how she was walking in stride. She had a smile on her face. Like she said, I had the time of my life.
Right. But Phil was not supposed to say, oh, I guess we talking tomorrow. He's supposed to slide right up behind her. Okay?
Nah, I feel like now wouldn't have been a good time to talk because she all like,
no, I'm talking about talking. I'm
saying he should have been in that bed, like, he should have been in that bed giving her how you give the nudge. I'm just saying. He should, because she would have been having her back to him like this.
Yeah, because I said Viv is wide open in more ways than one right about now.
She would have still been mad, but she would have went out.
She would have gave it up. It probably would have been some makeup stuff.
That part.
I like the fact that they also resolved their problem the next morning. And you see Will really trying to make an effort to learn the business terms and stuff like that.
Yeah, I like that too. I like that he's trying to. I just hate that he always feel like it always feel negative. Like it always start out negative. But I think that it was a good thing. But at the same time, it just always it's just something, I don't know what it is. It's a trigger for me when it comes to Will, and when he goes through these processes, it seems like he do it every single time for some reason. But I did like that he's trying to learn. I love that part.
So what was y'all take on the whole anniversary?
Can we say awkward?
It was
awkward. Yeah, because listen, I don't understand why you was in the other room, Phil. Like I said,
I ain't going to the other room.
You wasn't supposed to be going to the other room.
Yeah, I can understand not talking and you saying, look, I know you can't talk about it because you're like this, but you know what? I'm still gonna lay down next to my wife. We not going to bed angry.
I mean, imagine you had Ashley, Carlton, and Will make you this nice anniversary breakfast, and you come in and say happy anniversary, and it's only one person in the bed.
Right.
And look over, and they was like, where's Dad at? And then and it was like, where is Phil at? So I said, that's why I said it was an awkward moment. And then you had Phil walk in with the pillow in his hand, and it was like, where were you at? He's like, oh, I fell asleep in the office.
Yeah, but you took the pillow too.
You took the pillow too.
Fall asleep. You went down there to go to sleep.
Exactly, and they know that. Like, they not crazy. These kids ain't crazy.
And Ashley peep everything. She clocking everything.
Yes, she is. Did you see her face? And then they made sure they stayed out there to listen to what was going on.
And it's like, as soon as they left and that door closed, they went right to arguing. And the thing is with Carlton, with him not having his door on the hinge, he'll always hear that.
Yeah, he'll hear
That was
everything.
that was the one thing they probably wish they would have let him keep the door for, because he wouldn't have been able to hear that. But with that door there, he always hears their arguments.
But you know what? I think it was a good. Do you think this is going to is this pressure that is mounted on Carlton because of those arguments he's hearing?
Yeah, because he's feeling like he's part of the problem. He like they're arguing about him, and he's feeling like he's a part of why they're having problems in their relationship. When really it's bigger than that.
Yeah.
You know what I like? You know what I like also too is that even though we know that Viv and Phil are having arguments, notice that their arguments happen off screen.
Yeah,
that's what I like about that.
You only hear them, but you don't see them. So I like that they did that. That's a nice little touch that the creators did. I like that.
I think the only thing we had, some of it was shown on screen with the first one when she found out about Erica and the kiss and everything. Mm-hmm. But I still like the way they argue mature.
Yeah, because the argument didn't happen, like they didn't get loud until after the door was closed, and you didn't see it. I didn't pay attention to that, but you really didn't see it. Like it started, and then when it got angry, the door was closed, and all you could do was hear it. That is a good touch. I never paid attention.
Did y'all see how she was hiding her phone?
Listen, Andrea was getting on my nerves.
Why she getting on your nerves?
This episode, when you listen,
she really was.
When you get to this is episode 5. This is the episode right here where she really, really pissed me off.
When did she piss you off?
I don't want to put the track shoes on.
Okay, so don't put the track shoes on. I'm trying not. Look, we're gonna talk about this whole thing in a whole. This whole. What was y'all thoughts about this?
She was flirting.
Yes, she was.
Oh, she was flirting hard.
She said she don't even want to be called Miss and her last name. She want to be called Miss. Like she want to sound like a camp counselor.
She said, "Ma'am, did you just call me ma'am?" And that's actually, I think that's that scene right there in the second picture. Ma'am, it is Miss Tina.
And all I saw was Mary Jane's friend. I ain't gonna lie. I kept see it.
So let me ask y'all this question: do y'all think that Carlton should have did the piccolo thing?
When Will started, I definitely did, but it was funny because Carlton, I don't know what they thought she had in mind, but Carlton was like, Will, and then
they both was thinking something totally different.
He was like, oh, I didn't have that in mind, and then he looked like he regretted it real quick, quick, fast, in a hurry. He was like, come on, Will, what the hell are you doing? I was like, yeah, Carlton, you should have went out there for that one, but they made it work.
I think this was the reason why I feel like he should have picked the pickleball, because what he had to do that triggered him.
Yeah, that too.
They brought it back full circle though. That's why they told us about the doggone piccolo at the very beginning, or whatever you call it, pickleball. That's my piccolo. That's from Dragon Ball Z.
That's my bad, y'all. Look.
I know what you meant.
Thank you. I'm sorry. But they brought that back full circle. So I knew when they finally got to the fact that that was what we were going to do, I was like, oh, Will finna do it, because they talked about that earlier, about him playing pickleball when he been at the country club.
Right.
Yeah.
But he looked like, with Carlton, once he saw the shot glasses, that's when it was like, like
But I like that he was self-aware, and that Will also caught it, and then tried to say, is everything all right? You need me to step in? And he was like, no, I just need a minute to wait. And he did the right thing, called the I don't know.
He was like, I'm not all right. Just I need a few minutes. So let's talk about this. When he said he's not all right.
I wanted this man to get punched in his damn face.
Oh yeah, he was doing a lot.
Yeah, he was being fresh.
Mm-hmm.
Yep,
Yes.
he was being fresh.
And the thing, and you know what's so crazy? I know a lot of people probably aren't the biggest fans of Jackie, but I'm glad that in this moment she didn't immediately do the cliche thing of forgiving Will for what Lisa said about her and her feeling like Will didn't stand in or stand up for her at the little event. I'm glad that she didn't just drop her guard and say, okay, I'm fine. Because clearly she wasn't okay. You could tell by her face she wasn't fine with that. But I'm glad that in the moment where Will had to step in and check that guy for basically harassing her, that he did that. And when he did that, that's when I knew that Jackie was going to come through for him with that connect that he was trying to get. Because that moment right there kind of got ruined because of what this guy was doing.
Oh yeah.
So I knew that in a way Jackie was going to come through for him in the end.
Yep. I felt
Really,
that.
DeMarcus?
And
That's
I
how you
like
feel?
Jackie Torian, by the way.
I like
Yeah,
Jackie.
I don't like Jackie. I could give two damns about her. But, however, karma, I ain't never gonna go up for no dude treating nobody like that. So I was glad that Will stepped in and Miss Lady came and was like, all right, and she got it under control. But I still wanted somebody to punch him in the face and kick him in the behind when he was walking away. Because, like, what are you doing? Why are you even in her face like that?
Yeah, he was extra.
Yeah, he was.
Too much to drink, all that stuff.
He
And
was
he was
just
already a jerk
obnoxious.
because that's the same. Ain't that the same dude that told Will basically to shut up and dribble?
I believe so.
No,
Yeah.
that wasn't him.
No, that's not
Oh,
him.
it's
That
not.
was
Oh, they.
no, that's not
Oh, he
him.
looked
That's
like
just
him.
some
I
random.
just knew it was him.
Me too,
That's
because
some
I was like, he looked the
random.
same.
I'm like, they look alike, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Ugh. I can't stand him. Like, you know that she married, bro. Like, you know this. Like, I need people to stop trying to break up a happy
Yeah.
home.
I wasn't here for this at all.
But I knew.
Come on now. She liked all of them pictures of homegirl. You don't think he was gonna show up there today with lunch?
But she didn't like the pictures though. It was
she didn't
that's
at
why
all.
That's why.
And the friend was wrong for that. Like that part of the night, I did not like. If my friend would have did that, girl.
That's why I said when she liked all her pictures, I said he's gonna take that some type of way and as a signal to her, to him that she might like me more than just my
right.
So I wasn't surprised that he came and when her assistant had said that you have a guest, I was like, oh, it's him. And sure enough, it was.
I just noticed a friend around the corner in this.
Yes.
That's why, I laughed so much at her assistant because when he came in there, she was like just peeking. I was like,
and I said, and I wondered to myself when I saw that happen. I said, I wonder if she improv that. And I said, if
probably
she did.
And
I said, if she did, that was actually a good improv because most women, when they see when would do something like that. If they probably would naturally do that.
Sure.
Okay.
You'd be like, yo, that's the dude that stopped you at the light. Look, that stuff like that used to happen to me at work. Where you'd be like, yo, that was the Con Ed man trying to talk to me at that last light. Because I used to drive the bus. So, anywho, you be getting a lot of people talk to you like that. Moving on. Oh, wait. Let me see.
This is the part.
Let's talk about it.
Before this, though, is the part when Uncle Phil walk in.
Exactly. When they having that lunch, like.
All right, so let's talk.
Not being stern enough for me.
Look, I didn't stay with that. So here's we gotta show. We'll leave this picture up. I didn't get the picture of Phil, but y'all know what happened. Y'all get the gist of it. Who gonna go first? What y'all think about where she was with this? I thought he handled it very mature because you're at work.
Listen, I thought Uncle Phil was being petty. I knew he was being petty.
He definitely was being petty. He already knew or was aware of this guy, but like Moochie also said, she's at work. He couldn't really go off the way that he probably wanted to. He was like, I'm coming to, this is where I knew who was petty. I'm coming to bring you flowers and to wish you happy anniversary. And then make sure to give Viv a kiss in front of him to let him know this is my wife. Like,
Heck
let's know
yeah.
this is
He handled it the way he was supposed to do. I was all the way here for it. Like at the end of the day, he was trying to surprise her and take her out for lunch, but it's like you already had lunch. But Viv pissed me off because even when she's telling him like, "Oh no, there's a misunderstanding. I wasn't the one that like." There was too much giggling. Okay, schoolgirl type of vibes going on. Hooing and hamming and no, be very direct and to the point. Ain't no chance. Ain't nothing happening. You know what I'm saying? You came in the wrong damn place, sir. Like,
and the thing is, you can tell that Uncle Phil went to probably some shop to get those flowers. Those weren't a place he probably would typically go to get those flowers. Like, he's the type of guy that goes all out.
How y'all think he found out?
Listen, Uncle Phil got little birdies everywhere. he probably just know. But the thing is, he probably was going to always do that. He just didn't expect this guy to be
right.
Here.
So
he just had to like come up with something on the fly of how I'm gonna deal with this situation without getting out of character.
At EJ, I bet you would rather deal with Destiny or Star than Lisa or Jackie. Who's Star?
I don't even know what the Marcus be talking about.
I don't know. I don't know who Destiny is Star is. I was like, are those people on the show that we knowing DeMarcus? They probably
There's Destiny. The only Destiny I'm thinking about is the girl that she was getting for the things, but she don't come. You know, the one that she got for the pictures, the one that did the stuff in front of the building.
The other. Okay. Listen, I don't even remember them. But you know what, DeMarcus, me and you might actually be on the same page for once. I just don't know any of their names. I'd rather Will deal with anybody than Lisa or Jackie. I just need Will with a new love interest, period. But I don't know who Destiny or Star is. But new love interest.
But this is the part right here where I said Aunt Viv pissed me off the most.
Why did she piss you off?
Right here, when she flat out told Uncle Phil that she found Sharif, who was the chef, very attractive. I mean, the woman looked like she was about to have a whole orgasm right there at the table. I said, you tell this man like that in that tone on your anniversary, and it's crazy because I feel like me and the actor that's playing Uncle Phil said the same, was sharing a brain, because he says, you tell me this now at our anniversary dinner right now. I mean, I understand what y'all were trying to do. I said, I don't know what he's going. In that moment, I didn't know how he was going to react. Then he came back and said, well, let me tell you about how I feel about Erica. And then he said what he said.
Yeah, I felt the way for about 2.5 seconds. I said, Vivian, what are we doing here, girl? But then I appreciated it. Like, let's put it all out on the table. Let's let every damn thing out. We are not about to sit here and act like we all happy and everything's been going good. And, you know, we ain't been in the place that we've been in and moving right along, like I was saying earlier. And you know, it's our anniversary and you got this beautiful restaurant. It was beautiful, okay? He had the whole place rented out for her. But I did appreciate once they said everything, and it was like, we done been through a lot, and our relationship keep taking a hit, and we got to put us for. I was like, yes, y'all do. Why y'all not getting on a plane and going somewhere? Like, get away together. And let's stop this foolishness.
Okay, get away from all these trifling people, and she better stay her ass away from that damn taco place.
Yes. I don't know why the assistant ain't talking to that dude instead of her.
Exactly. You see,
like, how is that happening when he bypassed the single person and go right to the married person?
Listen, he bypassed Hillary. I mean, he didn't even
that too.
He didn't even want to have 2 seconds to talk to Hillary when she was trying to bring him to talk to her. I said,
right. No, sir. Say you and your tacos and go somewhere.
Okay, because they ain't that good. I know.
So you don't think the tacos is
hell
good?
To the no. Them tacos ain't that good. They need to listen. I rocks with Uncle Phil and Aunt Viv.
Right.
I can't do it.
Look, I don't care if it's a boy or a girl. Leave that damn door open, Ashley, because we don't know who you gonna be with. What's your take on this?
First of all, you don't know this person from a hole in the wall, and you just let them up in your damn house. That was already my concern. I ain't about going to the damn room. He literally showed up like, "Oh, the auditions was yesterday. I missed it." Well, come on in and let's listen to records. I'm like, where we do that at? My son can't even invite people I known for years, and without
And then on top of that, you see the type of house they live in.
Yeah,
He could be casing out the place.
The boy had to take an Uber to get there.
Yeah.
Exactly. A Uber from where? From where?
This is a wholesome show, okay?
listen.
But I did think the same thing. But listen, Ash had game. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I was laughing at Ash. I said, okay, Ash. I said, this some new school well, I don't know what they are, millennials, whatever, Gen Z or whatever they are.
Yeah.
I was like, y'all is on y'all on a whole nother wavelength, because you done came out there and said he's not a boy, he's non-binary, he goes by they. I said,
baby, non-binary, they, them, him, she, whatever. They were giving googly eyes. Okay,
I still don't understand all of that.
It don't matter. I don't gotta understand it for me to understand that y'all was in there doing the googlies.
Exactly.
I was looking at Ashley. She kept looking down and looking at him, looking down, looking at him. I said, Ashley, if she had the opportunity, she would have jumped all over this boy right then and there. If no one was in that house, she would have done it. She would have taken the opportunity and she would have did it.
She would have jumped over him.
Jay said jumped over them.
Right.
Definitely would have jumped on him. I was like, I said, I'm them.
It was definitely giving. Y'all remember that song? You, me, and she. Or what we gonna do, baby? Yeah, that's what they.
I said you can identify. I said, listen, you can identify with whatever you want, but the flesh want what the flesh want. And right now, Ashley flesh wants them flesh. It's whatever he want to go, whatever they want to go by.
They, him, and exactly.
Right.
I would have told her, you don't get your butt out this room.
Right. I don't give a damn who it is. That's what my mama would have said.
I said, you know what? I said, you know what it is? I said, Ashley better watch out. They're gonna take the door off of her hinge.
Right.
You know, I think I could see that happening next with her. Because you don't know what she gonna do behind a closed door with a girl or a boy. Moving on.
Oh, but speaking of door, go back right quick, Moochie. This was the moment right here where Uncle Phil and Aunt Viv finally trusted Carlton and gave him his door back.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot that.
He was so happy to get his door back. And I'm gonna be honest, I was kind of smiling a little bit too, because I said that showed growth. I said to many people, that's just getting a door back, but now they trust him again with the privacy. Because remember, this is after they came back from the dinner and they Carlton and Ashley had put that slideshow up of them when they got married.
That was so beautiful.
I thought that was nice too.
And they had Anniversary by Tony playing in the
That's my joint. I was like, all right, now y'all better put the chocolate and chocolate together.
Yeah.
Yes.
Tomorrow will come and again.
Some of my pictures is missing. Oh, this is pissing me off.
Hey, there go Pen.
Yeah, I didn't see that story going that way with Jeffrey.
Me neither. I said,
I know that was not my prediction at all.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that either.
What that he's been talking to
his mother.
I didn't at first.
Yeah, I didn't have that on my bingo card.
Just her. I'm glad it wasn't like I thought it was like some kind of like Top Boy-ish.
Yeah, that's what I think that's what most of us thought
when
Jeffrey found the burner phone, and we was like, we wondering who was he talking to, and naturally we all thought maybe it's because it was some kind of gang or a mob because of what Jeffrey had ties to before he came to the States. So naturally, so when we found out it was his mother, I was like, you know what, I can see this because it's not the cliche thing. You know, it caught all of us off guard, and now we get introduced to a new character, which is Penelope, which we found out is the mother to Frederick, who she had with Jeffrey.
And her and Jeffrey still got the hots for each other.
I think so too.
They about to get busy.
Y'all, we gonna see him. Look, I'm glad we gonna see some grown up love.
They about to
I thought this scene was so funny because when Frederick had came to bring Penelope to Jeffrey's apartment and she brought her stuff in and she looked over at Jeffrey, he says, are you happy to see me, happy to have me here? He said, hell no.
I know.
He said that with the quickness. She barely got her last word out. He said, hell no.
But I like the fact that they're communicating well too.
But the lie detector test determined that that was a lie. I'm sorry, Jeffrey.
What?
That hell no. Jeffrey was
Nah,
happy to see her.
he wants her there.
He want her.
That's why he went to get her.
Mhm. But I also like this moment too.
I'm sorry.
Go back.
Let me put it back up.
The part at the bottom where we find out who the artist is, the one who made that mural.
Oh yeah, that was beautiful.
So this was a moment that I really liked because she came and saw Viv. Viv came in. Well, she after they unblocked her because they thought she was a stalker, and unblocked her and brought her in, and basically thanked her for the mural and all types of stuff like that. And I like the story that she told her and say how she was inspired from her ever since she was a little girl, and from seeing her painting and all types of stuff like that. And then they gave her some type of award. So I like that they that whole moment. I like that.
Yeah,
I like that too. It seems like we're gonna see more of her too.
Yeah, I love that part. It made me a little teary-eyed, and I think Viv needed to hear that and needed to know what an inspiration she's been, because she's actually felt like she fell off when it came to the art thing, and trying to get back into it and all of that. So I think that was just what she needed.
Yeah, she felt like she wasn't being seen, but this shows right here that she is being seen and she is an inspiration.
I wonder if Frederick stole that money to help his mother Penelope. Well, he had that. I think we don't know what type of work he was doing, but you know. And I think. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
And remember, in the OG Fresh Prince, Frederick was a thief too.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
He was a thief too. Mm-hmm. So I'm glad they still kind of kept it on that same wavelength with him in this series.
Yeah.
What was y'all take with this?
Aunt Vi back in town. Mm-hmm. And they in there singing Poison by
I like that little
this is stuff me and my son do.
Yeah. I like that. He texted her and was like, I need you, and she was there.
And little did they know what they was about to pull up on. A whole protest going on outside the bank's residence.
But why is that's the part I didn't understand. If he came in and spoke to y'all already and let y'all know that this is not gonna be what it is, why y'all protesting at this man's house?
Because remember,
they still don't trust him. He's the elite. He's the rich.
Do you think this is still from do you think this is still from when he was running, when he was into the
No, this is from remember the construction that they're doing, because remember the guy that's doing the construction, they feel like it's gentrification. And because,
I got that part.
And remember, Phil is representing this guy, so they see him as an enemy or as an op, especially with him being a black man too. And we know gentrification heavily affects black people. They're like, you helping to aid to get this man to like literally help push us out.
Yeah.
So yeah, and they probably know how good Phil might actually be, and he's like, oh, he might actually win this for this guy. So yeah, right now we see you as an op.
Yeah, you ain't doing nothing that's helping us.
I agree. Thank you, DeMarcus, for the super chat.
But you know what I did like though was when Will pulled up into the driveway with his mother and they opened up the gate. I'm glad that the protesters didn't start jumping onto the car or trying to rush in. They just got out the way, and then when they closed the gate and they got back in, they came back together and went right back to protesting.
Yeah, it was a peaceful protest.
Yeah.
Why this thing's not stopping?
Oh, I was controlling it for you.
Go to the next. I'm sorry. Go ahead. You got it then. Look. I'm like, what's going on?
Because I kind of remembered how I had did them. So
okay.
This is the conversation with Amir.
This is trauma bonding to me.
Oh yeah, this is when we already know what was about to happen here. She was like, she had a moment where she was like, she said, Carlton, I may not be there with you physically right now, but I can find a way to make you feel good. She said, just lay back. So we already know what was about to happen. We know what was about to happen right here.
Just lay back and let your other hand.
Yeah, and then she told him like
to that phone.
And it was gonna be skydiving. Like, this girl, I'm telling y'all,
Well,
Child.
that wouldn't bother me if she's switching them over to thrill seeking like
It
that. I
bothers
just
me.
don't want it to get
bothers
too
me too.
dangerous.
Yeah, it bothers me.
Because it's
Why did-
going to keep escalating. You had this man driving a car at a high speed while not looking. Y'all going around look hurt. And I guess I just ain't into things. I
Child,
don't
that's
do
all they
nothing.
had to do is fly off that damn side of that mountain. No.
Girl, I don't do nothing that's gonna cause harm to myself that I feel like there's a possibility. So why I'ma jump out of the airplane when I know that I might be like Trevor? Hillary Banks, where are you? Like, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm just not a thrill seeker. I'm sorry, I can't do it. But I understand.
Yeah.
Shout out to the
I had
three.
a feeling that was going to be her thing, and that's exactly where we going, and it's just going to keep escalating.
That's what I think too.
Do you see anything bad happening with her?
Possibly. Good possibility. I'm like 99.9 there.
All right, y'all heard it here. Tamika done made her prediction.
We shall see.
I'm on it. I'm on board with this too. I don't think she's gonna make it. If not, she's gonna get hurt. I'll say it like that. What are y'all thoughts, or am I reaching?
I don't know, because this is like
A wholesome
they
show.
don't. Yeah, this a whole. Yep, you knew I was gonna say it. This is a wholesome show, so they ain't just out here unaliving people like that. But I do think that she is not going to be in Carlton's life much longer. I think that she is. I think she's just going to be detrimental to both of their sobrieties, and she's going to have to step away, or Carlton's going to have to make a choice. And I feel like in this season of Carlton, he's going to make the choice to choose himself. I really feel like this is what he's going to do, but it's going to take something. I don't know exactly what it's going to be yet, but it's going to take something that is going to make him almost slip. Because I actually don't think Carlton going to go back with y'all. I think Carlton is going to push through it. I think he's going to be tough, but I think that he's going to push through it.
Mm-hmm.
He already saying he think he got to leave her alone. He kind of said it to her in this phone call, like, you might not be what I need.
No,
but
he
you
was
feel
saying what old
like,
boy said.
Like that, so much like that. Like, you feel good, but you ain't good for me.
But he was just repeating what, he was just regurgitating what was it?
Yeah,
whatever.
what the
I know
counselor said.
Look, we saw it last week when they was kissing. Of course, being the counselor, he was supposed to say something like that. Because this is not good, two addicts being together. And this is our second time in.
Yeah.
I just don't trust it right now.
Exactly.
I'm glad we're getting a backstory about Jeffrey and why he's here and how he got here.
Me too. It's so interesting. Like, I just like Jeffrey. I don't know, something about this Jeffrey right here. He just do something. I don't know what it is.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Listen. Like I said, my nickname for this Jeffrey is Goon Free. You can't tell me this man ain't a goon.
So what you think of look, I'm about to I don't even know what's next. I forgot. And now my thing went off this. Okay, this is when I like this part. I like this part.
Yeah, I like this.
I would have did this for my kid and put on my let me model the shirts.
When you had the two mothers or the two sisters coming together to help their sons advertise their business.
Yes.
For them. I thought that was a dope. I really love this moment right
I liked it too. I thought this was so cool.
Yeah, it was. Next scene, Erica with a case showed up.
And this is when this is when Erica found out that Phil sent in that cease and desist letter to separate the firm so he could do his own thing and she could do her own thing. And that's when she confronted him about that.
Yeah, and she was petty too. You done kissed me, and now you want to be petty when you're the one who kissed me? Like, none of this had to happen. We could have just been good. Like, I could have got the business that I need. My business could be thriving. Your business could be thriving. But no,
she should have kept her lips off of his.
But you had to kiss me.
Yeah.
This is your fault, Erica.
And she seemed like she gonna be a sore, like she gonna be like somebody that's bitter about it.
Yeah, someone
I
said in
don't
the
think
chat,
this
I
is
hope
the
they don't
last from her.
sabotage. Yeah.
Because
And I
she's
just
talking
realized
about
when
all of the
blinking
clients. I'm sorry.
I just realized when you was blinking them lights, I said it looked like you was having a rave in your room.
No, I don't know what happened with that. I pressed the wrong button. I don't got, I don't know. I gotta get some new glasses.
Yeah, she mad. She want to take the clients that she thought holding that over his head was going to make him change his mind. But he stood on business, as young folks said. And he was like, hell to the no, girl. Okay, goodbye.
Do you think there's going to be some type of consequences with his business because of this?
I mean, he know it's going to be a struggle, but at this point, I don't think he worried about it.
This right here was also, in my opinion, like the final nail in the quote unquote, I guess you could say, partnership with him and Erica, because now that him and Aunt Viv seemingly have gotten back on track, him separating from Erica was not only like for a business point, but also because of what happened. He says it's like I can't stay around and work with her and still, you know, have this stuff going on with my wife in the background because that's always going to play this. So I have to separate myself from you, and then I need to do this on my own at the same time without any assist from you. Because how much interference would? Because how much interference would you might have? But when she was being petty was when he was saying, "Look, we can finish out whatever we have right here." She said, "Well, that is the thing, Uncle. I mean, that is the thing, Phil. Now that you have declared us to be separate, you don't get to keep those clients. You need to stay with me." So now you really got to start fresh.
Do you think she's going to hold her word to this, or do you think she going? Do you think she going?
I don't know. I don't know. It's a big question mark right there.
What's your take on it, EJ?
She give me petty. She already was being petty. I don't see why she would change now.
I agree with Tamika. I don't see why she would change now. Just extra for no reason. And I'll say it and I'll say it again. Erica with a K suck.
Yeah, she came back here with an agenda. She came back here to be a home wrecker. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and she tried to act like she wasn't, but because I'm telling you, that kiss was a peck, and you pecked me, and he didn't even like react. It wasn't anything. He didn't give no kiss back. He didn't nothing. He just up real quick, and then you run around here and acting like, oh my god, like trying to run away from people drinking, acting like y'all were in some kind of entanglement. It wasn't an entanglement, Erica with a K. No.
Yeah, she was being extra, y'all.
Jeez. Okay.
Extra.
And this, I almost said it.
Oh, she was out of line for coming to him.
This broad. Ooh. Tamika, is Tamika froze? Oh, okay, that was
right there. Yeah, first we did think he was frozen because you just kind of looking down and he was.
Yeah, I thought she was too. That's why I was like, is she?
Yeah, but this is the part right here where Carlton and the mirror, they go to like they're supposed to be going to the meeting, and then that's when they run into Spencer, and basically I forgot what was said. And the thing is, the vibes I was getting off is that he's very envious of them too. But then when I look back at it, I said, when he said, "Don't forget, Amira, I know about you," and that look that he gives right here, and the look that he gave right here was like, wait a minute, what do you know about her? Like, what else does Amira got going on in the background that we don't know about? Because at first, when I was looking at it, I'm thinking maybe Spencer likes Carlton like that. But then I said, maybe he's trying to protect Carlton because he knows what Amira's motives could be, because he's seen her
exactly.
Because remember, Amira's has been there, so Carlton's new.
Yeah. Exactly. I don't feel that he likes Carlton. I feel like he genuinely was trying to be open and honest with him and be there for him in his time of need. And at the same time, he knows that this is going to be self-destructive, and he knows more about Amara than he does Carlton. And so the fact that she came there and told what Carlton said to her in private irritated the hell out of me. And then that she tried to get cute and be like, you don't know me. And he was like, oh girl, but I do. And she was quiet when he said that. Right?
I'm glad that he said it to her.
Yeah, like, what are we talking about here, girl? You can fool them. They don't know you. I do. And I want to know what he know.
I want to know if it's the sister. Is she responsible for her sister passing?
Could be.
That's what I want to know. Do y'all think it's that? Put a hammer up if y'all think so. Because that's what I think it is. I think she is responsible
I didn't think
for her sister. Yeah. For her sister. I think it was some kind of car wreck.
Yep, that's my hammer, Moochie.
Oh, thank you.
Right. Put your hammers up. Okay.
Absolutely. That's a good theory. I didn't think about that either, but I like that. You see how much guilt she had behind it.
Yeah, and this is, it seemed like that would for that to come up next. That's why I think it's that.
Yes, absolutely. That's what I was thinking.
Oh, thank you, Em.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go.
Yeah,
Ash.
and this is the part. This is the part where, and this is the
Yeah.
part where
Her lips is all glossed up too.
I said Ashley couldn't stop looking. Like I said Ashley could barely concentrate.
Mhm.
That's why I said if nobody was in the house, Ashley would have been all over him and on that fuzz thing that they was sitting on. That he was sitting on.
Do you think them two gonna be an item?
Yep.
I can see it.
Okay.
I can see it.
Okay.
Yep. Sorry.
Because they have something in common, and that's music.
Mhm.
Yes.
And they they understand each other.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But this part was kind of funny though when Ashley had to explain to Aunt Viv that he's considered non-binary, and the look that Aunt Viv had is a look that a lot of people that age who don't understand that would have.
I'm one of them people.
Yeah.
He still got what you know. He got the opposite of you, and y'all still could do stuff. So look, leave that door open.
I said the same thing, non-binary or not. That's it. The
Mhm.
flesh want
Yeah.
what the flesh want.
want. And once you said non-binary, he could wait. It could be anybody. Oh, okay. Today I'll mess with you.
Today I identify as the male tomorrow.
You
is
know?
the female, and I don't know.
I'm not understanding it. I guess I sound like an older person, but I don't know.
That's not the point though. It
To
ain't
me-
even about understanding it. It's they was in that room together.
Right.
With that door closed.
Mhm.
With the door
I
closed.
understand that you got to keep that door open. That's
Yeah,
what I
door
understand.
open.
You know, we just put your brother's doors back on. Do you want to
Mhm.
try for yours getting taken off?
Mhm.
Okay, y'all ready for it? Because here
Yes. Now, before y'all start this, you know, my son I had to do this with my son and my ex-husband. Like he wanted because you know how you get so used to co-parenting that it's either, you know, when they get this age, you really don't got to be involved like that, especially once now that if he got his own phone. My son was like, I just want for y'all to have like, we went out to dinner on his birthday. This was last year I did that. So yeah.
Yeah.
So
Can I just
remember
say,
this.
I didn't have a problem with Will saying he wanted them to talk, and I felt like it was up to her whether she wanted to or not, because we already know the energy that she gives towards that situation. But I did not like, and I know it's not the first time, that how she had came at Aunt Viv and was trying to blame her for him not wanting to be into the basketball no more, and oh, you with your soft parenting and blah blah blah. Girl, if you felt that way, why the hell you asked me to watch your damn son?
I think she
so
was just
much.
mad because she knows that she feels like this is his ticket out, but it's other ways though.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Definitely.
I like the fact that they're giving him other options.
Exactly. Why would
Yeah.
you be mad at that? Like,
Yeah. It goes back
yeah,
to what I
I
was
know
saying
that
earlier.
that's what he's been into, the basketball. We all know that, and we know that he, got in his feelings from what Lou said. I get it, but at the same time, if you seen something making him excited outside of basketball, why is that a bad thing? Because I noticed when she did come out in support and they was doing the modeling, but when she seen him on like the live and smiling and hype, she made a face.
Her face.
And then that's when they had the conversation after, and I was like, why would that make you upset? Like, you can want and love more than one thing, but that just irritated me a little bit. It wasn't a big deal, but it was like, girl, sit your behind down.
But you're right though, because at the same
you
time,
are right.
just like what Will's father did, it was just a little more low key. You know what I'm saying? Only Will's father did it to him, like
right,
and said it to him and kind of crushed it. And she says it to Aunt Viv, but she has come at Aunt Viv several times. Like, but if you're sending your son out there and you know that he's going to be exposed to country clubs and houses and cars and mansions and all this stuff, you gotta expect his mindset to think differently, because when people are exposed to different things, and when they see that when they see that it's attainable, when they see that, oh, I can touch this, I can do this, your mindset shifts. And that should have been exciting for her. I expected that from Will's father, because I understood him a little bit more, because you know what I mean? Like I understood him just a smidget more. I was like, okay, but I didn't expect that from her. But you know.
Yeah. I was kind of, I didn't think she was gonna be this negative towards it.
Yeah. But I guess,
Terry, you were saying it reminded you of did it remind you of Lamarcus' father? Because I heard that. What the heck? This thing all in our business. Tell them our business. Get out of here. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Continue. As soon as I said the word reminder, this thing started talking. Why is she all in my business?
It's the way she can do it.
I should be the one upset through my train of thought off.
I'm sorry, y'all.
but nah. But I can see it a little bit, because like Tamika was saying, when she was like, that face she made is almost like what happened, because it's like you was all happy and everything, and then your mood just changed. Like it just went from being high to very low. And then she had that conversation with Aunt Viv and talking about, he's excited about this right now, but knowing him and he's young, he's going to shift and pivot later on. Like he's not going to stick to one thing. And she was like, I know basketball is his thing and all types of stuff like that. But I said, well, what if it really isn't his thing? Going back to what we was talking about with Lamarcus. We know football was his thing, but he has the heart condition. What is he going to fall back on? Same thing with Will. He can always go back to basketball, but maybe he wants to have something set up in place just in case basketball does not work out.
Exactly. Right now, and at that age, they usually jump from thing to thing anyway.
Right
really be honest.
And right now, it looks like Black Success is working for them, especially now that that endorsement from that big time rapper. So that really is starting to take off.
Yeah.
And it's not like you can't do multiple things.
Exactly.
That's how I feel. To stop acting like a person can't do more, and especially with the day and age that we're in, because we're talking about a more modern time.
Right.
And that goes back to that conversation that Uncle Phil was having with Will a couple episodes ago. He said when we was coming up, basketball and athletics was the only way a little black boy could get out the hood. Now y'all have a window, a whole wide variety of opportunity at your fingertips, literally, where you can make money doing things outside of the norm.
Absolutely. Positively. Y'all know what? They can say what they want to say about Uncle Phil, but to me, Uncle Phil always coming correct with when it comes to Will. Like he always giving him the real, That's what I like about Uncle Phil.
But it seemed like Jeffrey didn't want him to put all his eggs in one basket too with Black Success. He still wanted him to kind of like still do the basketball thing too. Don't quit just because your father liked it. And I agree with that.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Don't quit because you don't want to be like, because you feel like you being like him. You don't want to be nothing like him.
Right.
But I think Jeffrey's point of view was just that. Don't let that be the reason.
Exactly.
Quit, let it be because you want to quit. Like, don't let that be the reason. Because that was the trigger. That was the reason why he didn't quit because, I just want to. He quit because his daddy said something, and then he reacted because Will reacts. Something happens and he reacts quickly. He don't really stop to think about it. He just go into a quick reaction. Then he double back to it. Think about it later.
Yeah.
So I don't know what you got next.
That's right. My bad, girl. I forgot.
It's cool.
I forgot. This is the conversation. We already kind of talked about this conversation. This was what Torian was talking about the And so next is the conversation with Jeffrey. When Jeffrey, hold on. I didn't get the other picture, but I think it's the conversation when they're talking about the situation that's going on with Jeffrey.
Yeah.
his issue that he got going on, because he ain't had the conversation, he ain't had the thing just yet, and I think that's
right.
when he trying to figure out what he gonna do about the situation.
He was asking, is he really going to leave everything and go back to London?
Yeah,
to
okay. I was like, I know I didn't miss that conversation.
That was the conversation there.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, that's what it was. But
no, I'm not expecting no baby.
Yeah, she had me cracking up with that. Candy is a mess.
I like this moment right here. I like this moment
right here.
When you had Hillary and Ashley.
I did
talking,
like this too,
and I thought it was funny. Because she said one of the first things she brought up, she was like, "I heard that you had a boy in the room." Like that's one of the first. And I thought that was funny because I feel like that's a conversation sisters would have.
Of course,
would have with each other. And I like their chemistry. You can actually feel like the big sister, little sister dynamic between the two of them. And then I like how when it's very funny and it's almost meta in a way, because you have Coco Jones listening to the lyrics of Ashley's song, and we know Coco Jones is a singer herself. And shout out to her because she's doing a thing even outside of the show.
Oh yeah.
I mean, think about it for a second. This woman left season 2 with no Grammy and came into season 3 with a Grammy.
Yeah,
she's doing, and you can't tell me she ain't campaigning to be Tiana in the live action Princess and the Frog. She campaigning hard. And I hope,
I hope she get it.
And if it comes to it, I hope she gets it too, because she would be perfect for that part. But
she would.
I like how when she was reading the lyrics that Ashley had wrote, and she was like, "Ashley, is this song about me?" I thought that was funny, and Ashley didn't have any words, and I was like, "Yeah, the song.
Yeah, the song's about her."
Yeah.
Okay.
And then it was also at that moment too where Hillary has said, basically asked Ashley, could she be the maid of honor in her wedding?
I'm still not thinking this wedding gonna happen, y'all.
Yeah,
I was just like, do you think they're gonna do the same way they did?
You know what's gonna happen if they have that wedding? You're gonna have Jazz come up in there and pull a Dwayne Wayne.
Yeah. Oh, let me find out.
Hillary.
Do y'all think she's gonna tell him no?
And he can't end it off because he gotta say, "Baby, please, please."
Do you think this is okay? Being that this is a whole wholesome show, do you think we might not see somebody kick the bucket?
We kind of did for a little bit with LaMarcus because he did down that field.
I mean,
that's what I'm saying. Like, is he gonna kick the bucket though?
I don't know. I guess we got to.
Is she gonna leave him at the altar?
I think it's gonna be like Torian was saying. I think they're gonna try to spin the block on an oldie but goodie.
All right. So I'm gonna put that. Let me write this down. You going in the book, Torian?
All right.
With your prediction. See if you go get your little victory lap with this one. So you saying that we're gonna get a different world wedding interruption.
Listen, I wouldn't be surprised. Jazz seemed like the type of person that probably would do that.
Yeah, last minute, and everybody.
I'm not doubting you either. I'm saying it's possible too. I got a possible on that.
And Ashley and Will gonna be the ones helping him.
Yeah, because
I can see that happening.
Ashley made it plain. She said in the first episode, "I was rooting for you."
Yeah, she did say it. So I'm going to say this. I got it down. I got you down, Torian. Anybody else got any predictions before we move on?
Well, the only I like Torian's prediction. The only other prediction that I would probably want to throw out there is that LaMarcus is gonna try to go back, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's gonna try to push it, and Hillary is gonna find her way out of this relationship because he's not gonna see her point of view of it, and he's gonna try to go to what his father says instead, and that's gonna tear them apart.
That's a good one too. So you're saying that he's gonna make the decision to pick football over his health.
He's not gonna want
himself.
Look at what Nikki Baby just put in the chat. The title for the The title for the finale is the same title for that Different World episode that I just referenced. I promise you, I didn't know that.
What is the title?
What's
Let
the
me
title?
go to hold on. Let me go to the hold on. Let me go to the
Google.
I just had that thing up earlier too. I just had the episode thing up. Let me see. Did she put it in the chat?
Okay, it's season 5, episode
Season
25.
4? Okay.
Different World, season 5, episode 25.
And what's the name of it?
Save the best for last.
Ooh! So that's what's there?
Hold on, I'm finna go look at the Bel-AIRE title just to, we fact checking you down here. We fact checking. Let's see, 10 episodes. Oh, hold on, I'm gonna have to go Rotten Tomatoes for this because they gonna have it. Rotten Tomatoes, Bel-AIRE. Bel-AIRE. Let's see if that's what it is. Doom, doom, doom. Oh shit, I can't even spell, y'all. Listen, I was really trying to spell. I don't know what the heck I was spelling. We'll spin the block on it because they not showing it either.
I saw it. Wait, hold up.
Bel-AIRE. I can't spell season. This season 3, right? No one. I'm looking at season.
That's
2.
why you was looking at the wrong season.
Yeah, I'm looking at season. Episode 10. Let's see if they just give us the title. I gotta go find it on Rotten Tomatoes because. Oh, here we go. Rotten Tomatoes. I was like, come on. Okay, I think I found it. Let me just go to the part where you can see all the episodes.
It is.
Yes, save the best for last.
On IMDb, I just saw it.
Wow.
It's on Rotten Tomatoes too.
All right, so look, I if it's that, then you might be calling it, Torian.
Wow, that's crazy. See, now y'all got me amped up a little bit.
I know it too.
Let's go read the synopsis. Hold on, because now I gotta see.
Go ahead, read the synopsis. Go ahead, girl.
The Bankses and family support Hillary during her wedding day in Martha's Vineyard. Will and Carlton work with Drew on Blacksters. So they don't go into a whole much, but we see that she makes
it's on the wedding. Wow, that is crazy.
Do you think he's going to go back to playing football and this is going to be the reason why she tells him no? Or do you think it's going to be just because of Jazz?
Now with that right there, because I wasn't even looking that far. I was just making some, because I like that theory. But
I like it too.
She's still gonna make it there, so it's gonna have to be Jazz. Let's go look at episode 9. Let me see what Jazz out here doing. Now, so y'all got me down a rabbit hole. Here we go.
It would have reminded Moochie of Baby again. Siri broken. It's no Baby, y'all. I'm done with that part of my life.
Not the baby. Oh my goodness. I didn't even hear what your thing had said. How they hear that?
I hope. What did they hear?
I don't know. Something about a baby. I don't know. Better not be no babies coming up in here.
No, it better not be.
Okay. Okay. I think the next part is Aunt Viv and Carlton. Oh, he caping for a mirror in this one.
Oh, I couldn't. She's good for me, Mom. She really understands me.
He interfered with her zen to come and say, listen, I want to try this again and invite Amira to have dinner with us. And this time, Aunt Viv was more open. And I think it's because of Carlton's improvement with him and Ashley different for the anniversary. So she was a little bit more receptive. And she said, you know what? Let me be a little bit more receptive back to him and say, okay, let me let my guard down. He keeps talking about the girl. He keeps hanging with her. So maybe there is something there. Maybe he sees something I don't, and this will be my opportunity for me to see it. So she says, okay, you can invite her to have dinner with us. And I ain't going to put my track shoes on, but we know what ended up happening.
Yeah, I appreciated that. I was glad that he felt comfortable enough to come to her, regardless of how she felt, and regardless of the fact that she's more than probably 100% right. I appreciated that he was open about it because he could have went trying to speak behind
What
her back.
happened?
What you found, EJ?
What happened? What you
girl?
find?
Can I say it?
What?
Wait, hold on. Wait, look. Do I gotta blow you up? Look, say it.
It was
Oh my
right.
God. Episode 9 is Family Matters. Will, Carlton, and Lisa try to heal after witnessing a friend's overdose. Hillary prepares for her wedding. Jeffrey reveals the truth of Frederick.
So the girl ODs.
Who y'all think is the overdose? I'm telling y'all.
It's Amira.
It's gonna be Amira.
It's
So
Amira.
all 3 of them. And then hold on.
Eric H ain't say nothing all night in this chat, and the first time he says something, he gonna say it.
Who's Eric H?
Say it. Look, he like say it.
My bad.
Yeah, that's gonna break Carlton's heart. Oh,
and
man.
that could trigger him too. But I think this is gonna be Carlton's test, y'all.
That's gonna be his test.
I think this is where we're gonna see a lot of growth from him. Is that Carlton is gonna he gonna be all right. Carlton gonna be all right, y'all.
Yeah, I just didn't see it ending good for her.
What did y'all think about her missing the whole dinner though?
Yeah.
I understood once she came and said about her sister, and I did feel the same way as Moochie. Like, did she have something to do with what happened to her sister? But just losing somebody, period. Y'all know I definitely can understand that. So I was like, damn. But I wish she would have been more open with him about it ahead of time instead of having him and his family sitting there waiting on it. You know,
because the thing is, he didn't want in that moment. He probably was sitting there saying to himself, wow, she proved my mother right.
Right.
And especially after Viv just literally let her guard down and said, invite her. They had everything set up. And they were just sitting. When they went to the scene, they sitting at the table, and you had Phil and Vincent on one side, and Carlton sitting next to an empty chair. I said, "Oh wow,
yeah." And he looked so sad. Like, let's just start eating. You know?
Start eating. Let's just start eating.
Yeah, it was sad. That was like one of the first time I actually felt bad for Carlton. Where are you trying to get to?
I don't know if you have it. That's why I like. Look, I gotta let you control.
Oh, the dinner scene. The dinner scene not until later.
So much later.
It's like It's like right in here somewhere. I'll see if I have it though. Let's see where we at though. Hold on.
We right here.
We right here with. This is important.
Yeah.
Because now we know that that he don't want to give up his uncle. He don't want to give up that store.
His uncle's store. Yeah, it's a family.
To me, it's historical.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, can they put something that is historical and it can't be touched? I would think so. With all the history of them saying the Black Panthers and different organizers was coming there afterwards,
exactly.
And it's been around this long. Like, we need to look into that.
Also, in Moochie, I don't know if I want Moochie to put this down in the book, but. Do y'all remember?
I'm getting my pen.
Oh, here we go. Okay, so y'all saw the trailer for season 3, right? Remember when they dropped the trailer? Y'all saw the trailer, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do y'all remember in one of the parts of the trailer, somebody is wearing all black? It's dark outside. Someone's wearing all black, but there's a trailer on fire, and it looks like it's at a construction site.
Yeah.
I wonder if the person setting the fire is Jazz.
And
okay, look, I'm putting it down. I didn't see it yet.
It's one of the last shots of the trailer, and it's a fire.
I didn't realize I was on mute, but I was saying it could be. I do remember that part. I hope it's not. I don't want Jazz to get caught up in nothing, but it's definitely a possibility.
Because remember, he's trying to save his store, and he's doing anything to do it. And and the thing is, what if it was him that did it? Because all we saw was the back, but we don't know who set it. We just know someone set a fire to a trailer of a construction site.
Hold on, I got a question. I want to know if y'all think it's this dude. Oh man, maybe I didn't.
And y'all gonna hear Will say, "Is Uncle Phil the problem?" or something like that too.
Right.
I said, now we back on Uncle Phil again, Will. Dang it. You ready, Mooch?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but this is when Uncle Phil came with that that notice or something like that to try to get.
Well, he came to try to buy him out.
Yeah.
He was like, look, because if you don't pay these taxes, this place is gonna go up for auction and you're gonna lose everything.
Mm-hmm.
Take this buyout now while you got the chance to walk away with some money, son. That's what he basically tried to say to him.
And I wasn't mad at that. Like,
Neither
I felt
was
like
I.
it was solid advice. You know what I'm saying? Like, because
Right.
you already turned down my loan. I tried to give you money. You didn't want it. So now here we are. Because he did try to help him. Y'all remember that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know, Hillary tried to help him. Daddy, I need
So
$300.
y'all think he's gonna lose his store? Y'all think he's gonna lose his store? Do you think that
he gonna fight for it?
No, he you know, girl, this a wholesome show. You know he finna get there. You know they finna save the stove.
This is a wholesome show.
Yeah.
They finna save the show.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Moving on.
That part right there wasn't that important. Let's go.
Nah, that wasn't.
This was when they about to go to the meeting, so we really can bypass.
And I like this moment right here because you have Will about to go have this intervention with his mom and dad, and you about to have Carlton have dinner with his parents and a seatless Amira.
That part, yeah, they both on a mission, and this all stemmed from Will seeing the moment that Carlton had with them in I think it was the last episode when they gave him the door back.
When he saw how everybody solved their problems and worked through their issues, and even though it looked like I think that's the first time he ever seen their parents argue like that and then reconcile.
Mm-hmm.
So he's never seen that side of a parental relationship.
Yeah, the reconciliation part, because his parents are still beefing.
He just see the arguing part.
Yeah.
Yeah, and here's this moment. There it is.
This is
the original Jeffrey is back. I mean, when I saw this in the trailer, I went crazy. I went
crazy too.
Crazy when I saw him there, and I thought it was so dope when they were sitting at the table. And the person came up, which was his bodyguard. They came and moved the chair, and he sat in the chair. And then in came the original Jeffrey.
Yeah,
I was like, the OG Jeffrey is back in this thing. It was so great to see him.
I liked it too,
and have him play this type of role, especially since we know how he was in the original series. He was very funny, very sarcastic, and in this one, he was more serious and kind of threatening when you think about it. Kind of dark when you think about it. And let me just say this: when I was watching the episode, I said, I love his suit. I said, what is that, velvet? That's literally what I said when I was watching.
You sound like the people from Coming to America in the barbershop. Yeah. What is that, velvet?
Yeah, this was dope seeing him. And it also let me know, because listen, I had looked at Queenie and he played in Queenie and they had him looking rough. It's nice to know that Jeffrey wasn't really looking that rough, because I was like, why is he is looking? Y'all just had to see it in order to understand. Then y'all will know exactly what I'm talking about. Tamika gone. She saw it. It was crazy.
Yeah, I was dope to have him there and, playing this type of role.
I thought this is a good role for him.
Yeah, he played it really good. Like, he played it really well.
So basically, he worked for him. I'm glad that we got that backstory that he was working for this guy. He was supposed to take care of his family,
but
he got locked up.
He locked up. Somebody was supposed to say they won't let him out.
Jeffrey could play a villain in the Power universe. Yeah, I mean, we might see it. Anything's possible now.
And I like that they have the original Jeffrey and the new Jeffrey literally having this conversation with each other, and they are just locked in. Because I follow the whole cast on Instagram, and the actor who plays Jeffrey, I saw that they had took a picture with each other like in between takes, so that was good to see that and how they were able to interact behind the scenes and just having them have this conversation. And let me just say, the way he delivered those, like, just looking at him right here, he looks like he could scare the fear out of you. Like, my God.
Yeah. The way he walked away, the get up and walk away, I said, what? I said, oh, Jeffrey better watch out. Jeffrey better watch out.
Do you think we're gonna see him again?
I don't know. And I'm gonna tell you why. But when we get to that part, I'm gonna tell you why we probably won't. And something else that I noticed with the words in the script that he said. And I'm gonna see if y'all lined up with me. But we'll get there.
Okay.
Okay.
So what's next, PJ?
Oh, the conversation, the talk, Lulu.
This was well overdue, y'all.
It was, and I like that they did it because it closed a chapter on this, on their, I guess you can say, the wound that was open is finally sealed shut.
Right.
They had to get this off of their chest, and I'm glad they did it because, like I said, the OG Lou, like he was more worse than the new Lou, in my honest opinion. So I'm glad that they expounded onto the story. We finally get down to the meat and potatoes of everything, because I was like, it can't be just what is put out there. It has to be deeper than what it is. And I'm glad that we got to the core of it, and knowing that they were going through some stuff when Will was a baby and trying to make it and trying to survive. And literally all Lou was doing was what unfortunately a lot of young black men, especially young black fathers, had to do in order to hustle to survive, especially back during those times.
Yeah.
But he wasn't doing anything illegal. Come to find out, he was really trying to make ends meet by doing things, by doing different, like a handyman.
Yeah, that's why some people was upset with Vi, because the way she put it out there is that Lou was like a straight up hardened criminal. The way that she was
did. They all put it out there like that. The first season, it seemed like he was such a loser. He was just somebody that wasn't as lucky and fortunate as, I guess, as Bill.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really feel like they switched up the storyline. I'm just keeping it real. I think they switched up the storyline in season 3 for different purposes. I'm cool with it. I think it's a great thing. But I think they changed the narrative on it just because I don't think that that's where this was going. And I just think that somewhere down the line, they was like, you know what? Let's change the narrative.
Let's change, exactly. Yeah, and that's like,
remember, they had him as being abusive too. Like he was putting his hands on her.
Yeah. I mean, they really, I mean, the way that they egged it up, there's no way that because the writing is on point. Like everything is on point with the show, right? So there's no way that they really, really fudged this up. I think they literally just got in the writer's room and said, hey, let's change the narrative. And they went a different direction.
Yeah.
I think that's really what happened.
And let me just keep saying again, Marlon Wayans is such a phenomenal actor.
Yes, he is.
He's really showing his range. I mean, he's been shown his range. I don't know if y'all ever seen that movie Requiem for a Dream.
Yes, that's the first movie I seen where you could see his range.
Yeah, that where he wasn't.
That movie and it's another movie that he showed his range to a lot, and he was good in Aretha Franklin too.
He was really good.
He was real good in that.
Real good in that. But,
I feel like they kind of messed up, dropped the ball with this, because they were saying he was supposed to play Richard Pryor, but they took so long to get everything together. And then the whole thing happened with Mike Epps. No, he was supposed to play him first.
Oh, okay.
And then the wife, I don't know what happened, but whatever she's involved with, something always happens where the movie doesn't get done.
Wow. But yeah, like Marlon Wayans is doing a very good job, and I liked how this scene ended where they all hugged each other and all consoled each other. I was like, okay, so that now we have that dynamic working right there.
Yeah, and then we also get the whole concept of, okay, like we don't always have to have like the bad father. Like we don't always have to do that. Like let's do something else. And I just think that story came from the original, because that was one of the things that stood out for most people. Like I think everybody will remember seeing that scene and how you felt about that scene when Will said what he said in the OG. So I felt like they kept that story going because that was one of the most powerful storylines ever. You could probably count on your hand how many times stuff was serious on original, you know what I'm saying, on OG.
Oh yeah,
like
I think that's why they kept this character, because everybody wanted closure with it too.
Yeah,
and he just left it. We never saw his father again, and that was that.
Exactly. But I think
Yeah,
we do
that
this, and
scene
this is
always
a better.
make me cry no matter how many times I
Me
see
too,
it.
girl.
Yeah,
Me too.
They
it
played the
do.
heck out of that.
They do it good.
I just wanted to add, I didn't hear everything y'all said. I had to step away from it, and I might be saying some things y'all already said. But I
It's
love this
okay.
part. Y'all know I love when people are communicating and talking and letting it out, whether it's in therapy or just amongst each other. Because, like I said, a lot of times we like to just put stuff under the rug, and it's like, oh, we just supposed to pretend, we supposed to act like it didn't happen. And even though his mother felt the way she felt, I appreciated that she put that to the side and was like, "This is what my son wants," and she came. Even now, listen.
It did start off kind of rough with her, though.
Yes, it started out rough, but they still worked their way through it. And I think it's like, your side, my side, and the truth. And then she even came to a realization that is like, now that I'm thinking about it, even though he did these things, it wasn't like he was just out here doing it for the hell of it, because they definitely did paint it in one way. Even Uncle Phil and Viv, the reactions they had towards him and the way they was talking about him, and the contrast of when Phil came back and was like, well, you have to understand, when he got the stuff from him and he was like, me and your dad's time, that's how it was. We didn't really have that many other options. The way that we got out was basketball. He kind of came a whole different way in regards to Lou. And that part, when that conversation compared to how he was coming originally, with him. And I like the part that they both kind of was like, listen, it wasn't all perfect. We did this, we did that, but then they was giving him some good memories that he never heard about. And also just the fact that they were struggling and he's a baby and they worried about it being cold, and all of that other part of the context that was left out from before. Because I definitely was giving Lou the side eye, honey. And when we were seeing him in that last episode and even the preview, I was like, Lou looked like he's still up to no damn good. And he probably still do have his no good ways, but he also does clearly love his son and want the best for him and want him to have a better life, than he had, and make better choices and know that he have different options. And it was a lot more that they had in common than just basketball, because he
Yes.
started talking about the fact that he went to live with his grandparents, and he's like, sound familiar? And these was things that he didn't know, and losing both his parents at a young age. It was just so much more,
Yeah.
for him to find out about his dad. So I really like that.
Yeah.
And
I
people
was crying.
this was good with this part where we learned his whole story,
Mm-hmm.
and come to find out they do shadow each other.
Yes.
And that's and but I like the fact that he asked him, why do you sound like you, it wasn't like he said he hated on him,
Mm-hmm.
but he was saying, why you, when he said why, when he mentioned the thing about the basketball and all of that, and he said that he seemed like he wasn't proud of him, but I'm glad he told him that he was
Right.
proud of him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did
Yeah.
at the
Because
end.
that's what put him in his feelings, him saying that comment about the basketball. Yeah. And definitely I agree. I heard Torian saying like Marlon Wayans is doing his damn thing. I love to see this for him. He acting his behind off.
Yeah.
He really is. I love it.
Mhm.
It's dope. All right, I'm going on. Anybody else before I move on?
No, you could go ahead.
Okay.
I think, do you think it's gonna be that guy that was yelling out during the protests about them changing the neighborhood, and they think it's Jazz that set the fire?
I don't know.
I had a picture of him. I was looking for it because I thought when I showed the whole scene, I think I did. When I showed the whole scene with them at the when he decided to become his lawyer, Phil, they showed one of the protesters that was yelling out. So I just figured he might do it because he was talking about, yeah, y'all trying to take over this neighborhood. So I
I
don't
could
know.
see a situation like that too, where it's one of the other protesters, but then Jazz gets blamed for it. Because I really feel like he's just trying to sit in here and fight for his shop, but I don't think that he means fight by going and doing anything in that context. It's like, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess I must have missed the dinner scene pictures. My bad, y'all. But this is after the dinner scene. We know what
We
happened.
already talked about
Yeah,
the dinner
yeah,
scene though. So
Mira has come in. She's late, and Carlton is pissed, and rightfully so. We don't know why it is. Then we find out that she said that today's the anniversary of her sister's death, and that's why she took forever to get there. I don't know why she just didn't tell Carlton ahead of time. That's what it was.
Exactly.
I want to know why she didn't tell him before the head of time. She wasn't telling a lot of stuff about what's going on with her. She was being the listening ear for Carlton. So he
Yeah.
don't really know her backstory. She's just starting to, I guess, tell a little bit of stuff now. She's telling what she does to what's another vice that she's taken up for her addiction. But other than that, we don't really know that much about this girl, where she come
Yeah,
from, and
and we
all of that
don't know the
stuff.
full conversations that they had even when they was in rehab together, getting to know each other. But I do like the fact that when she came and she said what happened, that Viv was there and supportive of her as well and showing her some love. Aww.
I still feel Viv is like, now I really got to keep my eye on this.
Oh, of course, of course. I don't think she
What's
ever
y'all?
stopped feeling like she. I think that's part of the reason why she was like, okay, yeah, invite her. Because the thing about it is, y'all know, if you say don't do something, nine
They'll
times out
get
of 10,
closer.
they gonna
Yeah,
get closer and they gonna keep doing it, but do it behind your
Mm-hmm.
back. So at least now she can keep her eye out. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep. She looked
I
like she was
agree,
on
man.
something right there, but that just could be a bad picture. My bad.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. I
Me
honestly
too.
thought she had came in high.
I thought so too.
Mhm.
You're not the only one.
Because I got high. I'm sorry, it's like a
I
song
think
for everything.
I think she got triggered by what what's his name, the counselor said.
Spencer.
Yeah, it
Mhm.
was Spencer, because
And she was speaking the truth.
yes, the truth hurt. That's why she
Mhm.
probably went and got high. Anyhow.
Because I got high.
Mhm.
All right, so let's get to old Jeffrey and hold on, I gotta find Jeffrey picture. There we go. Jeffrey, the conversation that he have with Uncle Phil about basically what he got to do, and he's gonna pick his family. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be Frederick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because basically it's like at this point where he has to make the decision of leaving to go back to finish handling business, or staying here and putting Frederick's life at risk, because that's what Roman, played by the OG Jeffrey, told him, that look, if you don't leave, fine, your son Frederick, he's on the platter, he's about to be on the slab. So that's pretty much what it's going to boil down to. And that's when Jeffrey says, I gotta make that decision and not choose my family. Not knowing what he was I can't wait till we get to that part. Not knowing what he was like getting ready to do.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. Okay, that part. You want me to move on, Mooch?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, we talked about this part too, with this place being historical,
Mm-hmm.
and do you think they could make this a landmark? I'll attack it again.
That's what I would hope. I would hope he would look into that and find out how to make it a landmark.
I
And if
know.
Yes,
Phil really want to help, that's the way he can help.
that's the
It.
way he could help.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think he would once he like if he, figures it out or whatnot. But we gotta go through all the drama. We gotta go through all the extra stuff. But I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I really felt like we was about to get a love connection.
I
I
did
thought
too.
so too.
But maybe they just friends. But I really thought I saw something more than that. And was anybody else seeing Molly from Insecure? I just kept seeing
Yes, I
Molly.
thought it was her at first. I had to look twice and go look at the credits, girl.
I said, "Is this Molly?" But then I looked again. Oh, I said, "No, that's not Molly."
Mm-hmm.
But it did look like Molly for like a whole
Mm-hmm.
second. Oh, this was so cute, y'all. I looked at the picture.
Mm-hmm.
I said, "Oh, them so
Yeah.
cute." But we didn't talk that one in the ground. So, oh Lord, Amira.
I said it's a good thing Amir is out there with someone and on the shallow end of that pool. Because if she was out there alone, she probably would have ended up on the deep end of that pool.
Yeah.
And she give him the location, and this was important, y'all. When she put that location in there, and now that we done read ahead, now it's all coming to me how this location is gonna
Is
be
he gonna
used.
find her? Oh,
Yeah, I feel bad for
Jesus.
Carlton. I really do.
Carlton about to go through some things, y'all.
No,
Yeah.
Jesus, no. I'm not gonna have a no Jesus, no moment.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yes, you are. And
I
then-
thought this part was fly.
Yeah.
The way he
That's
saved
when-
that money in that
He put in the punching bag. Yep. He took
I
that
thought that
knife.
was fly, yo.
And I like how they set it up because the way that they had him walking out there, we thinking he's about to like really leave. He grabs the bag and then he grabs the knife, and I'm thinking, oh snap, he about to go get somebody. Whole time he took that large Michael Myers sized knife and went to work on that punching bag, and you saw all this UK money, just fall right on out of the punching bag, and he puts it. I said, oh, I know what he about to go do. I think I know what he about to go do.
Yep. Then he go try to hold on. Let me see. I think that's at the end. That's at the very end. There you go, right there. I had to think about what was happening because
I like that what he wrote on the post-it.
Oh, not done hustling.
Yeah, I thought that was like, yo, I'm about to get in and get this and grind so I could keep my business.
Go to the part where it shows his name.
Yeah,
because now we find out where Jazz comes from. Jalil Zahir Ahmad. So that's where Jazz comes from. So now it's like I like how they did that. Now we know
I like it
Jazz.
too.
Like Jazz is a acronym for his full name.
Full name, yo.
Nice. That's cute. I didn't even pay attention.
I thought that was cute too. I saw it. This is cute. I like the way he did that.
This is the part that I want to talk about right here. So this is the part where Jeffrey comes and brings Roman the money and said, look, this is the part of the deal right here. You got your money. Now we can officially cut ties. I don't know if y'all peeped it, but did anyone notice that when Roman got up and shook Jeffrey's hands and he said, goodbye, Jeffrey, that to me was signifying that the actor who played Jeffrey all those years ago was saying his official goodbye to the character of Jeffrey.
Yeah, that's deep, yo. I peeped that too.
When that registered in my head, that almost brought a thug tear to my eye.
Not a thug tear.
I'm hoping we see him again though. Now that he got this character, because he was kind of intimidating, y'all.
Mm-hmm. He really was. He really was. Mm-hmm. I like that though, Tori, and I didn't really think about it like that. As we can see, I wasn't diving too deep. I wasn't going too deep there, but that really is. I mean, that makes sense though. Now I'm gonna probably look at it again and be like, oh.
Mm-hmm.
And then the ending, of course. This was.
I like this part because he finally get to play ball with his dad.
Yeah, it was cute. It was cute and all. It was giving to you.
Almost like, oh, you playing basketball with your pops.
Oh, you finally get that moment that he been wanting.
And I'm not even gonna lie, when it was happening at this moment right here, a lyric or a line from the original theme song popped in my head, and that was the part where he says, "Out and shooting some b-ball outside of school."
When a couple of things,
that one line popped up in my head when they was playing right there.
That was the best theme song too. That was like such a good theme song.
Jazz is the younger version of Uncle Phil.
That must have been DeMarcus' comment because I didn't
know it was. I was wanting this scene because I thought Lou would teach him a few things on the court. Me too. I wonder if we're gonna see a little more of that where, like, when by the time, I don't think he's gonna stop playing ball. I think he's still gonna be playing ball when school starts. But then again, I don't know because he seemed like he's not even in ball shape to me compared to how he was, or maybe because he ate. He just looks a lot bigger than last year.
Yeah. I think he gonna play ball in school, but I think the AAU stuff or whatever it's called, that's what it's called, AAU stuff. I think that might be done. But I
think so too with that because it left a bad taste in his mouth. He wanted to quit once he found out all of the finagling that the other guy was doing behind the scenes, even though it's cleared up. But
I feel like he had got past that because it wasn't the guy that he trusted. And I feel like he had gotten past it. I just think that he just see the world with different lenses now. And
yeah, he see that he has other options, especially after LaMarcus being hurt. You heard what he said.
Yep.
I think that was the end of the episode.
Yeah, that was the last part of the episode.
This was a good way to end that episode. Very
it
good.
Was.
Because it's like, now that we done read ahead a little bit, we know it's about to get real interesting.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Honestly, you know what's so crazy? That could have been a good season finale.
Yeah.
The way that ended.
Well, you could do that. They could have did this as a mid-season, but then again, I guess so, because it's three more episodes left, so they're gonna do 2 and then 4. So they're gonna do 2 and 2.
Mm-hmm.
Allegedly, supposedly. They pulling back now that we done got hooked.
Thursday.
That's what that is.
Allegedly, supposedly, you never know, but that's what the word is. The word is 2 and 2.
Okay. So what y'all got going on your channels? What you got going on, EJ?
Well, I just did a review over Terry McMillan Presents Forever with Megan Good and Tay Diggs. It was so good, y'all. I was over there crying. I was like, yeah, I was crying. It was good. So I just did a review on that. I'm about to upload it here shortly after I make me a thumbnail. And then I'm going to put my quick thoughts up over Reasonable Doubt. And then, of course, this is the last week of the Family Business, y'all. I'm so sad, but I am going to be having a big old live for the Family Business. So I'm working on getting that all together. So if you watch the Family Business, then definitely make sure that you tune in for the live. I might do a few more videos, but I feel like I did so many videos. I don't need to drop a bunch of them. I'm gonna do a fan prediction video for the fans because they got a lot of predictions and I want to throw them out there. But I think that's gonna be it for now. That's all I got.
All right, what you got going on, Tori? You going live tomorrow? What you got going on, brother?
Nah, as a matter of fact, well, I won't be going live again until Thursday because Thursday is I guess you could say an international holiday. The birth of one of, if not the greatest entertainer that ever lived, Michael Jackson. And I'm a huge Michael Jackson fan. So on Thursday, that's when I'm gonna be doing a Michael Jackson tribute stream. We just gonna be playing like some live concert clips, having some discussions, have a couple of games lined up. So I'm definitely can't wait for that to happen.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
Yeah. So that's the live I'm gonna be doing on Thursday. But tomorrow I'm gonna be talking about how Quavo ran off with a $300,000 bag from this racist guy.
Ooh, okay. So I'll look. Is it what time you doing? I guess this is one of those premiere videos that we're gonna see you in the chat and be able to go back and forth. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What you got going on, Tamika?
I like how y'all said "ooh" when I said.
So that's my coffee time. I'll be drinking my coffee and doing my little stuff around the house. What you got going on, girl?
Right now, I'm just rocking with the ladies. I think we have a movie night, and I'll be with EJ for Family Business, and we have Reasonable Doubt. I'm not really doing too much of my own videos right now, but I did do some short ones. If y'all on TikTok, or Instagram, then y'all will see them over there. I was catching up on some thoughts on Family Business, Lady in the Lake, Emperor Ocean Park, and Bel-AIRE and Reasonable Doubt. I did a couple of different ones, and I am doing Love at the Lockup, but that's about it for now, y'all. Hopefully September I'm gonna be back on track.
I'm a binge watch Emperor of Oceans Park. So
you have to.
I'm 2 episodes behind.
You have to.
I want to let it go all the way because I can't do it. It's doing too much for me. I was like, I gotta wait. Let me let it build.
Girl, that thing between that and Lady in the Lake, I'll be cursing.
And I gotta finish that one.
Oh, that one too.
Yeah.
Oh, we're doing Earl's the Supreme.
Yeah, girl, I watched that last night and I cried so
Earl's All
hard.
You Can Eat for the movie night,
Yeah.
y'all. So make sure
I
y'all
gotta,
watch it.
I gotta catch. I gotta watch that.
I
So
cried like a baby.
It was
I'm
good.
still catching
It
up,
was
trying to
good.
watch stuff, y'all. So that let me close out the poll because I didn't do that. I don't know if you guys went to the this is what the poll question is. Let me show that one more. This is the poll question. It's just who do y'all thought what shirt design was better? And this thing is like, I don't know what's going on with my mouse. It be doing whatever it wants. Acting like it don't want to work sometimes. Willa Carton or Jazz's Friends? Scroll up to the top and cast your vote. I'm gonna give y'all a couple more seconds. 10. Let me see how many people voted.
Now you got me thinking about the man in the mirror. I'm asking you to
I can't wait for that movie come out.
Yeah.
Everybody saying, wait, y'all saying y'all like Will's shirt better. Will and Carlton's 53%. Okay.
I mean, they both look good though. I'm like,
They both look good, but I like the embroidery one better
if they
for
was
some
actually
reason.
released that, I would actually get one of those shirts.
I think they are. They had like a barcode when you finish watching the show for the merchandise.
Okay.
So you might want to check
would be
that
smart
out.
if they did. I mean, they have to.
I saw it at the end.
Hold on, I'm going to pull it up now. Bel-AIRE Will Smith Black says t-shirt. Let's see, but I don't need the people that's bootlegging it. I need to see who actually really is the real.
Nah, it's on the Peacock site. Like the scan thing comes up for merchandise.
Let's see if it's on there.
Oh, and also shout out to the actor that plays Carlton. Did y'all see the screenshot? Did y'all see the screenshot I posted up in the Discord? Did you see it?
I don't. Oh. I gotta look.
Let me see if I can find it.
Oh yeah, I saw it.
If you could share your screen, if you could put it up, I could let you share your screen and show it.
You watching the wrong show, honey.
Yeah, the way that he clapped back at this person for this comment that he made was perfect. Let me see if I can let me see if I can find it. I gotta go into the Bel-AIRE tab. I know when y'all got that Bel-AIRE tab. Hold on. Yeah.
Let's see, extras. I mean, that would be a dope shirt to have.
Okay, I got it up.
Okay.
So this person
I'm gonna make it bigger.
Okay.
So everybody can see. Okay.
All right. So this person said, not a single white or Asian. Where is the multiracial representation at Peacock #Bel-AIRE? And the actor who plays Carlton came back and says, when you didn't do the class reading or have any idea what the source material is.
That part. Okay, because we doing blackity, 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 black, honey. Okay,
exactly.
All of the flavors, all of the colors, and the nice chocolate. Get into it.
You know, they always want to be included in our stuff, and then they take it and act like they made it. Get out of here.
Exactly. Like, how would you even ask that question knowing what the original source was? Like, knowing where this comes from. Like, stop playing with us
you
right
even
now.
fix your mouth to say that? And not only that, you sort of
and be the same ones complaining about race swap. I said, if they don't sit
down,
it's just ridiculous, yo.
Okay.
No surprise.
Well, I'm mad about the fact that y'all want to be mad about the doggone mermaid. Mermaids aren't real, people.
Exactly. So everybody's link is in the description. I want to thank everybody for coming through. Let me go to the thank you, DeMarcus, Candy, Eric, Matthew. There was some other people in here too that I can't see.
Moochie acting like she looks like you ain't got your
I know I be trying to see, but I'm like, it's too small a print, and I need to make my print bigger, y'all. I'm sorry.
You need me to read it. I got you.
Yeah, go ahead, you read it, cause I'll try. I was on this thing all day.
Shout out to everybody who was in the chat tonight. We certainly appreciate you guys. DeMarcus, of course, Eric, Danielle. We had Matthew Wilson in the building. Tina was in the building. Thank you guys. Candy Love. we had, who is this? Miss Tina was in the building. RC came through. Brillo came through, of course. And then let's see who else we got up in here, because a lot of y'all was talking a lot. Hey, Callie, I didn't even see you. Okay, Callie, Barbara, Sally was in the building. Appreciate you guys. We had Michelle was in the building. Shamia was up in here earlier. The Lawrence Report. We had Renee Beckham in the building. OT, shout out to you. Quavia, hope I didn't mess that up, but you were in the building. But yeah, it looks like that was most of the people that was in the building. And shout out to everybody who didn't say anything. We appreciate you guys for coming through and rocking with us.
And you know you can hit the like button when y'all on the TV watching it too. All you gotta do is use y'all remote. So please be sure to hit that like button, hit the share, put us up in the algorithm. Thank you guys for coming out, and have a good night, y'all.
Put me up in that algorithm.